Big shout out to Josie's Place for becoming a Wrenched Up Plus member. Thank you so much for the upgrade. You rock, my dear, you rock. We'll be talking to you in just a minute. Thank you so much, and cheers to you all. Great to have you in. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, folks. We'll be on in just a moment. Well, hello. Let me bring up my volume. There we go. How are you folks today? Great to see you all. Hope you're doing fantastic. And you know what? I got to say, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. We almost never did this one, to be perfectly honest. And if it gets too hard for Xenia, we are going to cut it short, folks. So it's great to have you all in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. And yes, we don't want to break tradition, folks. We are yellow coined once again. YouTube is only telling a third of the people that watch us that we're on. So if you guys can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, it really, really does help out a lot more than you'll ever know. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun, ready to look at some channels, enjoy each other's company and all that good stuff. And you know what? Through all the millions of channels and all that goes on through life, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here under our roof. Thank you so much for coming.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Pardon moi.
Well, I didn't think you were going to let me talk today. Or...
Oh, no, we have to have you talking. It's not a show without you. I didn't go on without you because it's not a show without you.
Yeah, I know. You're super sweet and didn't let me go on and for me to have some rest, guys. But nevertheless, I am super excited to be on. It always feels like forever when we're not on, and 2 days, well, it feels like 2 weeks right now. So yes. Happy to see. And before I say anything else, I wanted to say special thank you to everyone who left a message and DM'd on community post and on Twitter and private messages. Thank you so much for all the good wishes and all of that. It helps to know that there are some positive vibes going on. So thank you.
You guys are really incredible. You really are.
Thank you so much. And now back to the show. It is a Wheel of Shoutouts where we review your channel. Yes, you learn how to boost your views, how to get subscribers, and how to make your content stand out in the sea of 31 million channels out there. And that's what we do here. And I hope you have some fun along the way too. So share it out, click that like button, and subscribe.
I want to welcome Mountain Trail Homestead. It says, hi, Pusa Studios. The produce farmer invited me to watch, and the produce farmer just found us last week, and it was recommended by the Farming Life.
That's right.
Well, welcome, and it's such a pleasure to have you here, and the Farming Life is in the house. How are you as well? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. It's always good to take a break and recharge. Hope you are having an awesome day so far. Farming Life, you are so awesome, and thank you so very much. The Art of Handmade Dolls and stuff is wishing good health. Happy to see you feeling better. I wouldn't say she's better yet. She's, I want to say, Charmy B as well with kind words, Lottery of Life. I know I'm missing some of them. I'm just picking up a few where I can see them here, but thank you so much,
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had an ongoing mix of migraine and my fibromyalgia, so that's not a good mix.
No.
But thank you so much. Thank you.
Val's Life, how are you? Love to you as well. Enjoyed listening to you guys in the chat. Sorry I couldn't join this morning, but it was fun just being there with you guys. You guys are always awesome. Thank you so much, Val. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much. I see all the messages, guys. Thank you. I will definitely go back to the community post and answer you guys as well. Thank you so much. And I want to say
and Val, don't have to worry. Xenia is on the show, but Chris is getting us. Well, this is the time that you actually get your coffee brought to you as well.
Yes, that's right.
So Xenia deserves that one.
Yes,
so
special shout out to our middle child here.
And a big shout out to my wife who brings it pretty much the rest of the time to me. I'm spoiled.
Yeah, well, love you too. Thank you so much. A special shout out to Josie who upgraded her membership right now. Well, right before we went live. Josie's Place. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership. Thank you.
There you go, folks. Josie's Place, yes, upgraded to Wrench Stop Plus, and a lot have been upgrading to that, which is really, really cool. Thank you so very much. And folks, a big apology to all the members. Yes, we were getting going on our new version of Tech Talk, but a lot of you do understand. I'm sure there's a couple got angry, but we can't help it. Health does come first. So thank you so much for your understanding. Things are coming. Folks are coming.
Yeah.
And if you haven't considered memberships yet, you can check that out, folks. Just go over and hit the join button. It will tell you about it. There's 2 packages. And we're going to be getting that going very soon. Tech Talk Tuesday is officially no more, but it will be a members stream that's coming up very, very soon. So there you go, folks. Right there, you can click on the join button. It's $4.99 US or Canadian, and $7.99 a month US or $10.99 Canadian. But right now, all of the perks plus the new version of Tech Talk Tuesday will be open to both categories, not just one. So we know what state the world is into right now. We appreciate you guys' support through all of it. So that's our way of saying thank you to all you guys. You guys rock. Glad you're better. Ksenia Charmy B says that is so awesome with £3. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Charmy.
And Straight Up Slot, super glad you're on today. I really need a positive distraction. Pray you are well on the road to recovery. Great to see you guys. Oh my God, straight up
Thank
slots.
you, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. I see some of you guys have same health issues, so you know how unpredictable it sometimes is. So thank you so much. And especially now with all the hospitals closed, you don't get the regular injections and all of that stuff. You know how it feels now. But thank you so much for everybody. Oh, GLA member, thank you. This is place of my super sticker super chat.
JLA, remember, that's probably the best one you've ever done. It warms my heart. I might start bawling right now. I might start. Val's Life says, Xenia, glad you are feeling better.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She's been asking about you diligently, I got to say. Prejudice Seeker, how you doing? Welcome. I'm going to give a big rock star welcome to everybody here in just a minute. It's great to have you all in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're well. Just a reminder to anybody new, folks, the rules are quite simple for the chat in general, no matter what we do. No asking for subs, no sub for subs, no links, no goals, targets, announcing, going live, no self-promotion, and promotion for others. Show love to your fellow creators. I got to change that show love because it drives me crazy. I wrote that back before that was even whored out. No, I got yous. No, I belled you, rubber booted you, painted your barn, yanked your chain, etc. Take 30 seconds extra. 30 seconds for a full sentence and show each other the respect you both deserve. We always say, folks, treat it like a business luncheon, talk to each other, communicate with each other. That's what really builds two good connections, folks. If there is going to be a connection, just talk to each other, folks. We're all human here. There's somebody behind the screen. And a big shout out to Life with Lena. Life with Lena got wrenched up. Well, welcome aboard. Great to have you aboard. I'm just bringing up your channel. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
Well, welcome back. Live with Lena. Welcome back. Good to see you.
And what do you want to say to her?
You just got wrenched up again.
That's right. There you go. Live with Lena. Thank you so much for being a member. Coming back to do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Life with Lena. And of course, Josie's Place also upgraded today. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to us. So.
Oh, Lena, no worries about that. Camp Survivor says it's my 44th birthday today.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I hope this still makes you want to go to your 45th after you hear this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Camp Survivor. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Hey, there you go.
It wasn't as bad
Wasn't
as
that,
it
no,
usually is.
Definitely not going to make the top 10s. Not going to be on top of the pops. Right, Donnie Shaw? Not going to be on top of the pops.
The Farming Life said, I just had a newborn cough earlier this morning. Spent some time with the little girl. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. You have a lot of great information to share. Thank you so much, The Farming Life, and thank you for bringing your friends.
You were really awesome. You bring good people who recommend somebody else. We couldn't ask for any more than that if we tried. You do rock, my friend. Thank you so much. Yes, folks, flood the chat with emojis. Celebration time. Birthday time. Mr. Langford in the house. How are you? Great to see you. Happy birthday, Camp Survivor 2. Hope you have a great day. How's your day going? It is going good. Yeah. Like I say, folks, we're going to see how Xenia's health is. If it gets too hard, though, we are going to shut it down early. But we're going to try this, folks. I want to jump into it very soon and get some channels up here, looking at what you guys got going on. But without a doubt, hey, nice to see you guys, just listening in the lurking position.
And Life with Lena, you showed a wrong channel, Andrew. That's what happens with the new changes on the chat. We're not using the extension because of the reasons that we already mentioned in our chat.
Can you put the link in the chat?
Well, I'm trying to find it right now.
Life with Lena, can you put your link in the chat, please?
So yes, guys, this is what's happening. It takes just a little bit more time, but that's okay. Thank you so much.
My apologies. While you're doing that, I'm going to say hello to everybody in here. Let's say hello. Let's see what we got going on here, folks. That's right. I'm going to start off by saying hello to our great members in here, folks, and then all of you great folks in here as well. Oh, there we go. Xenia just points every time I get something set up and knocks me off my game.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, you do a fantastic job of it. But we do want to make sure we get the right channel up here. So there we go, folks. There is Life with Lena. Life with Lena, folks. There she is. Life with Lena, thank you so much for becoming a member. Sorry about bringing up the wrong channel. My apologies. Fantastic to have you aboard. Thank you for your support.
And Tommy Travels, thank you so much. Was that the Mormon Tabernacle Choir? I just heard
I can see if you weren't closely paying attention how it could be heard that way.
Now, Tommy, no sister wives here. He better not try, so I don't know about that Mormon
Oh
side.
my God, that's a good one. Oh my God, that rocks, Tommy. Oh my God,
He pretended he didn't hear that.
That made my day right there. Yeah, that's right. I'm just drowning around. I'm not listening at all. Thank you, Tommy, for that. I needed the laugh. Alrighty, folks, let's start off by saying hello to all the members in here, folks. We got Wayne on the road is in the house, folks. We've got the farming life in the house. We got straight up slots in the house. We got Sparky Jones in the house. We got Pixel P, a lifelong learning in the house. We have our family, our journey is in the house and present. We have May in Thailand in the house, that's right. We have Life with Lena, who just became a member, and I finally brought up her right channel. Great to have you aboard once again, Life with Lena. Thank you for supporting us. Junk Pick is in the house. There he is. Josie's Place, who just upgraded Wrench Plus. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Jenny O'Brien, the gal that keeps us in line on here. That's right. The lad himself, Donnie Shaw, is in the house. That's right. We have Donnie lately. Some of your stuff is so fucking funny. Oh my God almighty. Colorado Fisher is in the house. How are you? Great to see you. We got Charmy B in the house. We have CC Life in the house. And we have Adia's Life in the house. Adia's Life, you said you made a video for us. Please DM us with the link so we can watch that after. I definitely don't want to miss it, and thank you so very much for that. I also want to say hello to everybody in the chat that's here as well, folks. We got Viral Media. We have UK Limitless. Tommy Travels, thank you so much again for the super chat and the good laugh. The Sil Winter Nation's in the house. Ian, how you doing? The RC Air Marshal, thank you so much for having me the other day in your live stream. And the kind words, my daughter hurt her foot. I had to run, nothing bad, but you know, my daughter's a little bit of a drama queen. I love her with all my heart, and she knows Daddy will come a running. So, but thank you so much for having me in the kind word. The Chosen Dutch is in the house. How are you? The Art of Handmade Dolls and Stuff. We have Sue1 K34. I know I'm not pronouncing it properly. I never know how to, but it's great to have you in here. We have Stephen Porter in the house. Straight Rippin' in the Sheba Speaks. We have Scorpios 9472. We have Rock Truck Rob O'Lurkin. We got Punchy Paints in the house. We got Pablo's Kitchen. We have Ninth Element, Nature's Simplistic Beauty Motivation. We have Miss Green Thumb. There she is. She's in here to tell Alexandria to settle down, dear. Just stay calm. That's right. M Bong is in the house. We have Master Arts in the house. Mr. Langford is in the house. That's right, my dear friends. We have Chris MG. We have John Spizo. We have JLA member. Jim Apple is here, folks. Accounted for. Gaudian Com is in the house. We got Flippin' Crazy in the house. Firewolf Tech in the house. Air Electronics. We have Ellen's Butterfly Community. Eagle VP. We have Drawing for Beginners channel. We have David the Tank. We have Creepin' Never Sleepin'. Oh my God, I love that channel name. We have Koza Perks in the house. We have Kristen Tiff. We have a channel. They're all disappearing as I'm trying to count them. We have Casper T. All. We got Camp Survivor, who's the birthday boy today. That's right. And Cam Squad. Welcome, each and every one of you. Folks, the list is jumping all over. Maybe a little bit of an issue with the bot cam. We don't know. So that's why you might be shooting out. I have no idea. But nonetheless, folks, if I missed your name, please just say hi so we can give you a big shout out as well. It's great to have you all in here, folks. I want to get this on the road as well. Breaking a foot is more important than silly lights. Oh, no, believe you me, it was anything but breaking. It was a Band-Aid on the Incy Bincy boo-boo sign. But she's good at getting her father to come a running. Scrap and Irish, how are you, buddy? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Colorado Fisher here as well. Good to see you. Jenny is here. And Pablo was asking if you could do a separate video showing how you set up your OBS screen.
I was thinking of doing that a bit, but maybe as a members thing, because I don't consider myself any sort of expert on OBS. I understand it for what I need it for. I don't think I'm great at there's lots of channels that do that a lot better. I just feel like I'd be repeating somebody else's stuff, which I always call fluff. But it's something maybe down the road, The produce farmers in your house, thank you so much for recommending your friend and hope you're doing fantastic. Joined thanks to the farming life and became a member right away, pretty much, if I remember, same night.
Yes, the same night. That's some trust in us, guys. Well, especially in the farming life, suggestion to watch us. Join our channel and right away became a member. Wow, what else I can say?
That's right, folks. That's why we always say if you guys can tell your friends about it, you're great people. That means you know great people, folks. Old School Chef, how you doing? Another one remembers and asking if you're feeling better.
Thank you so much. Yeah, not 100% yet, but getting there. Thank you so much. UK Limitless, hello. And Cypher Deadly, hello and welcome here.
Your comment's been removed because we don't do numbers in the chat of any type, but you're welcome to play as long as you have content. We do always reserve the right if some content is not proper, i.e. racist stuff, blah, 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 blah. It's only ever happened, I think, twice that we couldn't show a channel once they were picked.
Yeah.
Because of their content. Not very often, but please treat it like a business luncheon, talk to each other. These folks here really get turned off when they're put too much in their face. Get to know them. They're really good folks. They're worth the extra time. Nomad Unbroken Live. Speaking of good folks and looks who walks in the door, good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Insight Weather as well. How you doing? Coast to Coast Drones. Hey there. What's going on, my friend? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're all doing great, folks. And we're just about to get going. Revy Quinn forever. I noticed my views been dropping. Probably need to revamp my channel a lot. I can't give up just from views without.
Well, you gotta take a longer time stamp to see if they're dropping or not. You can't just watch every video and see the pattern. You have to look at the longer time frame to make these decisions or conclusions.
You can't correct with every time you do something on here, or you're just basically swerving all over the road. You got to be looking down, a month, 2 months, 3 months down, and seeing patterns through that way as well. Morning Fame, the link's still in the description.
I think so.
Morning Fame is an excellent program for getting your channel set up for long-term growth, getting you on some sort of a plan ahead, and then in conjunction with TubeBuddy, Day-to-Day, etc. like that, can really be a good way to gauge your channel, but you need time to do it. You really do.
That's right. By the way, putting in the links for both TubeBuddy and Morning Fame, I want to let you know if you didn't see our community post or a Facebook group notification, TubeBuddy is running their giveaway now. They are going to be 4 years old in May, 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. And they're running a giveaway on their forum. So if you join the forum, you can actually win subscription for the whole year. You can win the mugs, the reviews of the channel, and a whole bunch of different things. So check it out on our community page. There is a link for that.
City Girl, Countrywoman, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. I just want to do our shout out. I got to set that up. We have our 2 channels that we've been shouting out all week. Unfortunately, due to health reasons, we weren't on the last couple of days, but nonetheless, big shout out to them both. There you go, folks. So as we mentioned about our memberships, you can check them out, $4.99 Canadian or American, and $7.99 or $10.99. You get the badges in front of your name, you get custom emojis, a private Facebook group for members only, and as well, we're doing Tech Talk Tuesday has become a members only stream, so hope you can check that out too. Loved having the conversation. We also, every Saturday night, draw 2 members of the week that we shout out all week long, and we put them here on our homepage, as well as at the intro credits on all of our shows, etc., and do like we do right now. And this week's winner, folks, for the Wrenched Up category, we draw one for the Wrenched Up, is I Explore Louisiana. What a fantastic channel. I just love the channel name, and I love the look they're going with as well on here. Really fun in that, a great channel. So make sure to check out I Explore Louisiana. And from the Wrenched Up Plus category, we have the Adventures of Andrew and Ree. Yes, we draw one from each category. Fantastic channel, been with us for a while now, folks. And if you do not have them, you got to check them out, folks. You definitely got to check them out. And oh my God, the upgrades again. Look at that.
CC, welcome to the Wrenched Up Plus. Thank you so much for the upgrade, guys. Especially because you guys know that now we have opened our live stream to both levels of our membership. Since everything was going on economically and globally out there, we decided to give a little bit back by giving access to everyone. So you guys upgrading is just super meaningful in that matter, that no matter what we offer, you're still believing what we're doing here. Thank you so much, CC. Thank you. Thank you.
CC, can you put your channel link in, please?
Thank you so much, guys. And yes, if you are a member of this chat, a member of the channel, you can put the custom emojis out there in here. CC says woohoo!
Thank you so very much. Do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm having trouble finding your channel, so if you can just put it in for us, that would be really awesome. I want to just take you up to say hi, and then we're going to get right into it, folks. So it's time to hit the like button, tweet out, tell friends, all the good stuff. Tracy, she's so crazy. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Anybody else we haven't said hi to, let us know in the chat, folks. Say hello, and we're about to get that wheel going. Funny when I say I'm getting that wheel going, the numbers go down. Kind of weird when you think people would be here because they wanted to play the game, because that's what the channel is.
Well, they just want to see us. They don't want to play the wheel.
That's right. It's all about the love. It's all about the love.
Now, CC, the first tip of the day, if it's something that people can't find your channel just by your name, I would really reconsider how you are tagging and describing your videos, because that will be a problem since nobody can discover you. Audiobook Empire, hello, welcome back here. Ricky Coe, good to see you here as well. Hampton Family Compound, hello. Error Electronics here as well, good to see you guys. Food Queen Mama 4, hello. Thank you so much. Getting there, getting a little bit better, thank you so much. Well, guys, soon, just in a moment, we are gonna spin that wheel. And don't fret, don't get all nervous, I will tell you how to play.
Well, there, finally, I got Cece up there, folks, so a big shout out to her for upgrading to the Wrenched Up Plus. Thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. As well as Josie's Place joining, for upgrading as well, and Life with Lena coming back as well. Great to have you all. Alrighty, folks, with that said, Dirty Dog Diggers Unleashed, how are you? Welcome. I think it's time, folks. I think it is time to get into this. It's time to get a wheel going. The amazing Drop is in the house. How you doing? Great to see you. You're just in time for a warning horn. There you go, folks. Oh, the warning horn is working fantastic today. It's great to have you all in here, folks. Thanks for coming. Like I say, we're going to play this on Xenia's health, how she's feeling. So we'll see how it goes. And if we go out, you know what? Tomorrow is another day. But let's jump into it. And yeah, I've been checking the old bot camp. It's a little strange, but don't worry, because we got a lot of great people in here, a lot of great folks like you, and I'm ready to shout some of you out, folks, show you everybody what you got going on and all that. So without further ado, Xenia, would you like to tell them how to play?
Yes, Andrew here is going to be calling out 2 random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat just once. We then will spin the wheel to see who is the winner. Only 1 entry per person, and please, no guessing of letters or numbers, or I will have to time you out. All the rules are down below in description, so please check it out. And if you're new, just skip a beat. Check it out first. There's plenty more to come.
Alrighty, folks, without further ado, we're going to bring up the echo. I'm using a lot today. I feel in a very Parisian mood, I guess. I don't know what is going on. But nonetheless, folks, I think it's time to get this show on the road. Lori Bly is in the house. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. All right, folks, this is not a drill. Hit the like button, please. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, let's do it now, folks. And then we're getting this show on the road. Let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit it, folks. If you haven't hit the like button, let's do it, folks. Let's make it happen. Welsh Girl UK, how are you? Welcome. Hit that like button, folks. Smash it. If it is gray, turn it blue, folks. And then we're jumping right into it. There you go. Now we're starting to see some movement onto it. It only takes a second, but makes a world of difference, folks. Makes a world of difference. What if I have multiple personalities? Well, hello to each and every one of them. Amazing Drop. I hope they're all having a fantastic day. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Let's make it happen. Here we go, folks. It's time to spin. Let's go. Let's do it, folks. It's time for the Pusa Studios Wheel of Shoutouts. Let's do it. Oh, my God. Oh. There we are. I missed that wheel. Yep. I'm going to get all sentimental and start talking like an old sea dog talking about the high seas. That's right. Alrighty, folks, there you go. So let's get somebody up on the board. There's no time like the present. We got a lot of great channels in here. You need some letters to work with, and the first 2 letters of the day, CF, Colorado Fisher. CF, Colorado Fisher. CF, Colorado Fisher. CF, Colorado Fisher.
And let's see who is the winner on the first round.
it gonna be? I'm a watching.
Up to everyone, caps on for everyone, and there you go. The letters are coming in already.
There we go.
Let's see who's the winner of this first round.
Nomad Unbroken is coming up, folks, on top. There you go, there you go, there you go, folks. Alrighty. And we got number
3.
Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Error Electronics. And folks, remember, there's a ton more chances to win, 10 more chances to play, so don't move a muscle. Instead, hit that like button, tweet it, tell friends, all that good stuff, folks. Remember, guys, we're all ladies and gents, we're all in it together. There we are. Error Electronics, I'm just getting you set up here. I'll be ready to go in just a minute, just a moment. Let's see if Social Blade's working today. No, of course not. What else is new? Thanks, Social Blade. Always good for you having our backs. There we go. So we'll do it the manual way. Nice. There we go. 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 And there we go. There we go, folks. There you go. We got Error Electronics up on the board, folks. Error Electronics up on the board. Great to have you up here. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Let me bring down that echo a little bit more. That reverb. I know I say echo, but it's reverb. I know. Jenny O'Brien is off. Well, thank you so much for coming. Always great to see you, Jenny. Hope you're doing great today. Hope you're having a good day. Oh my God. No. What's going on? Did an ad jump in? There. Whew.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Well, there you go. We're back.
my
Error
first day.
Electronics, yeah. Error Electronics here. I'm loving what I'm seeing on the thumbnails there. The second one, really great. And these type of channels in general are super, have a great potential.
Yep.
Great potential. People are looking for it. People are interested in it. Both adults, and kids, teenagers as well. So great potential to grow.
I'm going to make a suggestion, and this is just lightly based off of what I see here on your channel. I love your branding. I like it. Here it's crisp, it's bright, the error looks fantastic. Here's what I am going to recommend. Making the E, because I love how you did it through the circuit boards. I think that's so amazing. I would try and bring in contrast and make it punch harder so it really does punch out. As you can see, it's a little bit hard to see in the thumbnails. At the top, I love it, but I would almost reverse this and do it more like with kind of a dark gray where the green is, and where your green is, where the green is a dark gray, and where the dark gray is, turn that into a green. The reason why I say that is it's very cool what you've done, but by showing circuit boards, you've kind of dated yourself a bit, and there's a big category for retro electronics, a huge category, but I don't know if that quite suits your channel as much as what you do. I think it might pigeonhole you into something that you're not all about. Maybe touch on from time to time, but I wouldn't say, from what I can see, is the basis of your channel. So I'd actually play around a bit more on the opposite side, basically invert it in Photoshop or something like that right off the bat, bring up the contrast a bit and see how it plays there. Remember, whatever shade of green you're going with, you want it everywhere. And it looks great. I love what you're doing. You are so far ahead of the game already, and I love that. Now we're talking more tweaking. Whenever somebody comes up with something, I mean, folks, we're all going to do that. We do it to ourselves all the time. It never stops. It's always going to be upping the game. Like I say, it's really nice. It's a good look. And if you were doing 80s computers, specializing 70s, 80s, 90s or something like that, you're pretty much there. But for what you do, I don't think it quite represents you as much as it should. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Painting the Roads of Red, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Red Monkey Trucking is in. It's great to see you. David Bill Vlogs is here. All kinds of amazing channels. Two Real Geeks is in the house. Folks, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. Tweet out, tell friends, all that good stuff, folks. Great to see you all. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And right now, folks, we're checking out Error Electronics. And if you do not have Error Electronics, folks, great channel. I love when a channel's ahead of the game already, folks. This is at 162 already, is well on the way, and that's really nice to see. I'm starting this channel freshman year of high school to have a center of all my projects from now until I hopefully become an electrical engineer, going through the steps. That is awesome, and this is something I want to talk to you about. I seen this the other day. I would really recommend getting rid of that. if you really feel the need to, maybe put your last one up there. It actually can tend to be sometimes more of a turnoff than hell. I know sometimes people, certain ones for promotional stuff and that, they want to see your growth in that. I just find it dominates your description heavily. And to some people, they might think, okay, well, there's the reason why he's on more than what's said at the top. And that would be a real shame because I think he has some really great stuff on here. So you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add it about the descriptions of the videos that you are great in description what you are doing, but I would really suggest to start with the description and not the hashtag. Guys, don't put the hashtag on top. It will appear on top of your or above of your title anyway, no matter where you put it, but the top of the description is for AI mainly, and yes, some of it for the viewer, but mainly for AI to understand what your video is about. You have to put that description up there, starting the first line, not, space down, but at the very top where you can possibly starts the description of your video content, and I would definitely change that up. Also, I would suggest to start your channel, your video titles with how to. You have double titles, which is great because you're capturing different keywords at the same time, but start with the how to part first and then the second part afterwards, because those type of videos and titles tend to do a little bit better.
No, you're gonna have to help me examine. Somebody said, was that entertaining before?
I think so. Yeah.
Jasmine Nicole, it was just because. Sorry, we're running all this stuff at the same time.
Yeah, Jasmine Entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Jasmine.
I just wanted to make sure that was a loaded question. I was catching in the corner of my eye, so I want to make sure I was right. I like it. I think it's nice. I know.
I think it's nice because you are not including anymore only what you were doing before. You have a whole bunch of different stuff on your channel now, so I think it fits much better now. I like
Definitely.
It.
Nope. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. LOL, the music. Yeah, we have some. It's pretty much all funk now. I was a drummer, and I'm a huge funk fan. Really big funk fan. So when we decided to change some music, it just seemed like the best fit for what we were doing on here. It's kind of got that. This song's got a real groove to it. I almost forget that I'm doing the show sometimes. I just kind of fall into my own zone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No problem. And congratulations once again on the name change. Very well done.
You're doing fantastic, girl. Just keep it up.
Yep.
You know that already. Fell Dance Fitness, hello and welcome here. Elliot Astro Imaging, hello and welcome here.
I'm trying to get our wheel back. I'm seeing if I can get it or not. I'm getting error establishing a database.
So guys, a last shout out to Error Electronics. See it up, check it out. Really interesting, and like I said, a huge potential for these type of videos to get high up if you market them correctly. So keep it up. Okay, well, we have here advice here from the amazing drop. That is great, guys. Chat here is booming with advices, suggestions, and life advice as well. Well, that is important too. Means a lot, Jasmine. Well, good to see you. Good to see you. That is amazing. City Girl Countryman still here as well. Good to see you.
There we go, folks. We got the wheel back on track, so I am going to blow a warning horn because we're going to bring another channel up in just a few moments, folks. That's right. That means a wheel is afoot. That means things are about to spin. That means letters are about to be called in the near future. So if you can hit the like button, tweet out, tell friends, all that good stuff, it's greatly appreciated. May in Thailand putting out the old Pusa bot. You're right, May in Thailand. Exactly. Pusa bot.
Just a reminder to Jasmine to both include the new and the old name in your tag so people can still find you.
Big time, yes. Make sure and go back and do it in your old ones as well on that so they stay searchable. ATJ Travels, Andy, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always a pleasure. And another channel that we've known from way early on. Are we ever going to get the go-to channel? I doubt it very highly. Flipping crazy. We never got an official answer. That is their way, in our opinion. We talked about that 5-6 months ago. YouTube started dabbling with the idea of it. You can find it back in an older stream. where they were saying that they were thinking of getting rid of it, and it's a great way to help curb sub for sub. Unfortunately, yes, a lot of us are paying for some people's bad doings, but that's usually
Well, fortunately, I must say, because you shouldn't be doing that. And I think by searching for the channel, you might remember it much better than just by clicking and.
But at the same time, too, it is hard for us when, like, especially administering a live stream and stuff like that. It does make it harder to verify stuff and that. Grant McIntosh is in the house. How are you, Grant? Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Hope you and Janet are having a good day. Jasmine Nicole, that's why I was thinking it's still going to pop up from my other name. Thank you. Definitely. Most definitely. Judy's Life, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're having a great one. It's great to have you in here. Folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It makes a world of difference. A big difference, my friends. Big. 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 Right?
Yeah.
Okay, glad you're on board. All right, folks, there you go. All right, so Xandy's going to tell you how to play, folks. Let's get another channel up here and show everybody what you got going on.
Andrew here is going to be calling out 2 random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat just once. With that, we'll spin the wheel to see who is the winner. Only 1 entry per person, and please, no guessing of letters or numbers, or I will have to time you out. Let's do it. Let's spin that wheel. Let's see who is the winner on the second round. My goodness, Andrew, what are you doing there?
Trying to do a clock. It ain't working. It ain't working. It just ain't going. It's just not happening.
Are you good at charades?
Oh, no. I'm horrible at them.
Yeah.
Some of us are hard to find in search, especially smaller channels or channels with similar names. It's hard when we use it to check clone trolls. Yes, exactly, flipping crazy.
Yeah,
exactly.
a Google employee in the forum said that you should be judging the channel by what its behavior is in the chat, not by its posts or the previous experience. So that's why they are not kind of believing all that nonsense that we're saying here, right?
They're not taking it as much of an argument. It makes no sense for a channel owner to be able to see their link to their channel. Yeah.
Well, there's just another thing they're changing that nobody asked for.
I always said it with look at stop signs, folks. If people obeyed the rules and nobody did it wrong, we wouldn't need stop signs. Everybody would slow down, make sure nobody was coming and go. But it's because of a minority abusing it. They have to put up stuff. The same thing with any other law. Same thing as in YouTube. Paul Peck Drywall, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And then we're gonna go. Xander's trying to get in.
Laurie of Life, hello, good to see you here as well. Exploring Stranger Things UK, I just want to say hi.
And even asked how you were, it was saying that,
I just
wishes.
wanted to say hi.
Well wishes.
I haven't said his name loud yet.
Folks, you'll notice the number dropping down. That's because we said we're about to do a wheel, because I guess it was a surprise to everybody. That's what we do on the show, and it has nothing to do with bots, but nonetheless, great to have you all in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. Paranormal Explorers, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. For the ones that are in here, folks, and don't are real folks, not Pusa bots, and wanted to play a wheel, Xandy's going to tell you how to play. Let's tell them how to do it, hon.
Well, repetition is the mother of learning, so let's...
That's all good. I'm just bugging you. I thought I didn't think you would say it. You usually don't. Just calling my bluff. Alrighty, folks, I think it's time to get this going. Let's crank up the echo, folks. Let's get another one up on the board. I hope you're ready. Let's do it, folks. Here we go, guys. It's time to spin. Let's play. Oh my God, another wheel. Oh my God, another wheel. Oh my gracious. Oh my mercy. Time to get another one on the board. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out in just a second. Poor Laurie, like saying hi again. Oh my God almighty.
It's a personal hi to me.
yes, that's right. Oh, and Camp Survivor is a bot. See, we're good to know. Good to know. Thank you for letting us know. All right, folks, cap locks on. 1 entry per person. And the next 2 letters to get up on the board is MT, May, Thailand. 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 MT, May in Thailand. MT, May in Thailand. MT, May in Thailand. Oh, still variation taking the lead. Is it going to pay off? We're going to find out in just a moment. Oh, it's close. What? That's a repeat. We got number
3.
Number 3. Same number, different person. 1, 2, and there is the man, Paul Peck Drywall. Now we're trying to get Paul Peck to his first 100, folks.
It feels like all the community is getting that silver button.
Yes.
We know it's yours, Paul. We know it, but but still, we're as excited as it would be ours. Paul Peck Travel Tube is the winner of this round. And there, guys, is going to be some inspiration and hopefully some more motivation for you guys as well to keep your channel going.
Now, Paul, I want to say right off the bat, I think Xenia's trying to weasel in on your thing going, I wouldn't take that. I think it's time for you to set the record straight, so feel free to let her have it in the chat and trying to take away his 100 on him, making it everybody.
It's his, but I'm excited. I can be excited, right?
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
You know, oftentimes there's lots of negativity on the YouTube platform in general, and people are getting jealous with each other getting
the
success.
wheel is broken.
And I just wanted to reiterate that, you know, it's super exciting when somebody in your extended community are getting somewhere, getting the play button. That is huge, you know, and I'm as excited probably as Paul is. Well, maybe just a tiny bit less, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Paul's probably looking saying, I wish I had that kind of excitement. Speaking of another channel that is on the grow, look who just walked in the house. Grimes Finds is in here, guys. Another channel that is doing absolutely fantastic and then some. Coming here a couple of months ago, met us, celebrated his 4K with him, and then he just, well, jumps all the way up to 66, I think, 67 now. I can't even keep track with him.
Yeah. Oh my. Paranormal Explorer is here as well. Good to see you here. Phantom Plays is still here. Good to see you.
So, you want to take over for a second?
And Camp Survivor, thank you so much. Thank you so much for popping in. Well, Switch Girl, hello, how are you? Hello, yeah, so Paul is just, less than 7,000 away from that 100,000. Oh my God, everybody's so excited. We're gonna have a party like everyone. But you know what? Paul is everywhere. That's probably the key. One of the keys: consistency, super niche, and being everywhere. That's the three pillars of his
Something
channel.
I'll say, and I just because Grimes Finds walked in the same time, and I said, there's two great examples of two channels that are in here right now. Because after 100K, you get your check mark in front of your name. The way they behave in here, you would never know the size they are. That's I believe a big key to their success is always on the ground floor with everybody, and instead of having this worry about having smoke blown up their ass, have actually done it for a lot of other people. You wouldn't know it. They don't walk in with a banner saying, oh, look at me, I'm in here, oh, drop to the floor, oh, do this and that. And I believe you got to be proud of yourself at the end of the day, but there's a lot to be said for humility and hard work. And I believe Paul Peck and Grimes, I'm sorry I'm bringing the two of them in just because there's two great examples in here right now. That should be a big important step for a lot of people, because a lot are waiting. I find they get a couple of thousand or they get 10,000 and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm coming in, worship me, kiss my feet, look what I've done. It doesn't work that way, folks, and it's a great way to turn off a lot of people to what you do. And out of everything that Paul Peck has done that's amazing on his channel, that humility, I think, is his biggest claim to fame, if I may say so. And we could all learn a lot from that. Inspired John, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Pants on or off, my friend? Let us know.
And while you are at Paul's channel, you can also check out the first featured channel on his featured channel list, which is Haley, his daughter, talking about positive psychology. She just recently created her own channel as well. So if you're interested in that, I'm super interested in psychology in general. So check out Haley, his daughter, with her channel there as well. The first featured channel on Paul Peck's Tribal Tube page.
Vegas and Stilettos, I've been sick, but on the upswing now. Glad you're on the upswing. Glad, hoping for much, much better days ahead for you. That's so nice to see you. Always a pleasure to see you.
Vanessa Yogi Beach, hello!
Hey.
How are you doing? Wrath, of course, TCG, hello and welcome here. Welcome.
Hope you're doing fantastic. Always great to see you. I'm having issues with cutting videos with YouTube Editor. Can you recommend a program? Folks, you want to help out Penny Pincher? I mean, I use Adobe Premiere, but I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. It's an alright program, but I wouldn't recommend it. Way too expensive, way too cumbersome.
In our last Tuesday Tech Talk, we actually talked about that, and there's lots of suggestions there. Our last public Tuesday Tech Talk is actually timestamped not only with the beginning of the theme, but also each question is separately timestamped in the description, including that one. So check it out.
And John is wearing leggings today. We match. That's Laurie. Like,
Woo!
well, that would be a good Blue Wrench selfie. I'll definitely get that out there for you. Yeah. I would be more than happy to see that. So.
Now I'm putting the links to those Tuesday Tech Talks. There are 2 parts here in the chat, and check it out because you can save your time just by looking at the questions that you're interested in, including the video editing software.
It's hard to like. The only thing the only thing is just I would still try to work in more of the green because you went with it into your thumbnails and I would have it stationary on all of your thumbnails. The bigger your drywall, the logo side of it you went with, and have it just on all of them. I would just try to have it as I don't know. That's the only thing I would say is maybe having it down in the left corner everywhere. Not too overdone. You are getting to be a bigger channel. You don't need as much of that maybe. But I like where it's in the top left. The only thing, I just like the bottom left for the simple reason is nothing's ever there to block its view. Like you see when I go over your thumbnail, of course, you get all the options for watch later, etc. and that's the reason why on the left side tends to be better. But I would just have it consistently on all of them. I really would. Other than that, yeah. I mean, it's good sometimes to have some text onto it like you did here. I like that skim coded. Just for the simple reason is because the suggested videos at the end, they don't put the titles anymore. But yeah, that's about what I would say onto that. It looks great. I mean, and you know, you're getting so close to 100. That's going to be so exciting for so many people.
Paul says YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. Choose a niche that you're passionate about, and you will go far. Inspired
John says, "Lottery of Life. It's miniskirt Thursday." Oh, remember The Simpsons when Homer would describe something to Bart? They look up there. Oh.
Eileen Creel, hello. Welcome back here. Good to see you here as well. JC No Limit here on his break.
Hey.
Good to see you. Be safe out there. Mountain View Turning,
Welcome.
hello. Good to see you. And there is a lot of suggestions for video editing software in the chat, so thank you so much.
And we have Grimesfine says, anyone else getting lots of viewers saying they're not getting notifications? That is most definitely the case. As you can see with ours, we're not getting we're just not getting the push, and tons of people are finding out way after we're done in that, sometimes 24 hours after.
You see, YouTube has this new feature where you can see how many notifications were sent out for each video. Well, I don't know how true is that one, because it always shows 100%, but then there are people coming in and saying that they never got it, or got it after the live stream was over.
Yeah, I think they calibrated that one on the BS scale myself. Yeti Mountain Trading, how are you, buddy? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're doing amazing. Folks, once again, if you haven't checked out memberships, if you can, that would be absolutely awesome, folks. For the price of a super chat, as we say, you get benefits that last a whole month long, including Tech Talk Tuesday, which is changing name and has become a show for members, folks. We had to make that decision. It was not an easy decision, but it has been made. We've been off for 2 days. Xenia's health, the same as today. If it gets too hard, we are going to shut it down, but... You know, you're talking about push. We're at 1:49 right now, so we're roughly an hour. We're almost an hour. About a month and a half ago, right now, usually we would pull in on this show here, not as much because the afternoon show, but we should hit around 700 to 1,000 in an hour. That's an average playbacks. And we're at 457. We're roughly half to a third of the push. So everybody's feeling it, and there's a channel example that Xenia watches who has 10 million subscribers. She usually gets 1 million views. She was getting like 300,000. Some of the big YouTubers even stopped saying they were fed up of it and they weren't going to do anything until that was changed. So all different levels, all different scales are definitely feeling. Yeah, it's happened. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's happening bad to us, and our views have tanked. We did 1.5 million views last month, and we will be lucky to get half that. Yeah, that's unfortunately the numbers seem to be right in coincide with the way YouTube has been running lately. And I know someone would say, well, I don't care about the numbers and I'm just here to have fun and all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you truly mean, but I mean, you came here for people to still see what you do. It's not it's not the point of making money. It's not the point of any of that stuff. It's just the point of, you know what, when you put all your heart and soul into stuff and it's just not getting that push, you know. It's as simple as that. Everybody wants to be pushed. They were cutting it back at first. They were saying to save bandwidth and push for bigger news agencies to cover the world happenings, etc., and stuff like that. So it's not just me, says Stillwinter Nation. Thanks for the... See, that's what I appreciate when you guys are talking about stuff like that in there. You see, everybody realizes, and then they don't always feel like they're alone into it. And that's important.
You see, although it is reported that views on YouTube have jumped, it's not the views on the channels that are creator-based most of the time. It's mostly the views on, first of all, COVID-related information, second of all, news agencies and TV shows, as well as streaming of the popular, culture, television, and so on. It's not the YouTuber watching. So that's why we are getting the drops for sure, because we're less pushed as well, because we get less advertising.
By the way, Train Watcher Don was wishing you good health and not wishing you great health.
Thank you so much.
This is really important. We just had Paul Peck up here, who's a fantastic guy. We were talking about grinds fines and that, and I mean no insult to them. They are still small channels in YouTube's eyes, and I don't mean that any way derogatory to them. I'm just saying the scale, so when you feel bad that you're 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10, you know, some people come in and say, oh, Pusa Tuesday, oh my God, you're 11,000 points. We are the first ones to always say we are like that in the YouTube realm. There's channels that gain more subscribers in a day than what we have. YouTube is, I don't think it's unprecedented, the push they've given, not only, like he was saying, to news agencies, but established high, we're going to call it real channels, unfortunately, than they've ever done in their history. And all of us have just kind of pushed to the wayside as they're doing it. And I kind of worry if it's going to come back or not, to be perfectly honest.
Well, most likely not. YouTube have been, Susan, have over and over have reiterated how they're pushing more authoritative voices. And they are also, especially now as the ad rates are going down, there's less advertising money put in. Is going to be even less now in the next quarter. The biggest bid is for the popular TV shows and TV news, so therefore they get pushed more. So that's quite logical. Some people might still get some rise, but overall it is decline in the creator content out there for sure. It
is a change, folks. The winds of change are definitely blowing through here. We talked about that. We just did on saying about live streams, everybody getting the membership. Some get angry about it, but it's true. I do feel they're creating a bit of an abyss. They're just throwing it down here and saying, you guys all fight over it, and we're going to put more push into the big ones. And, you know, these smaller ones are still paying the bills, and they're not big enough to end up on Forbes magazine to cause the stink of the century. So there's a lot more of AI control on YouTube right now, too, definitely. And it's pushing towards that as well and helping to do it. And when the algorithm gets kicking in on that, it's like a bull out of the fence, you know. January and February, we grew 20,000 plus subscribers each month, and maybe 5,000 for April. We have not changed anything, and I don't buy the hourly views happen to stop at the same number of hours in a row. And I don't buy that hourly views.
Yeah, and that's interesting. I don't know what's going on with your channel. We talked about that before. It's the same number each month.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what you mean. Okay, sorry, I just didn't understand the wording of it.
It's the same count, you know. So we are... and AI has more also control. Paul is super right on that. In fact, we have just seen something, I don't know if you have those pictures that I sent you of the thumbnails. That we have noticed that sometimes videos that get suggested on the same, like twice on the same suggested side.
It's like, say, a video by Dave called 123, okay? Well, you'll see Dave 123 in the suggestions, and then 5 down is Dave 123 again. Not another video from Dave, but Dave 123. Same as channel Bob XYZ, and right 2 underneath of it is Bob XYZ over again. I mean, they're just filling up it with repetitive, same video from the same creator. Oh, I've never seen that before in that kind of drove.
Yeah.
Or you watch stuff and right away after it's recommended to you back again, like within an hour, even in continuous playing, it's bringing back the same video over again. And that's not happening with small creators, but definitely with big ones.
Yeah, on the next live stream, we're going to show you the example that we screenshotted that, and just crazy, you know.
I wanted to highlight what Grimesfine says. I would encourage everyone to keep consistent to what you have been doing. You will come out strong. Don't freak out. I don't believe now is the time for big change. And I couldn't agree with you more on that one. You know, this is not the first time YouTube has gone through lulls. We never know when a lull is here to stay or when it's not. But the main thing is when it first kicks in, especially, you got to see it through. And if you can say above water through it, it's kind of like a recession. You're prepared for when that recession reels back. So yes, it's not a good time to change your channel, become something else, jump on a bandwagon because something else happened. You're way better off staying in what you're doing and seeing it out. If you've been doing it for a long time, it's not a wise time to make big decisions. It's kind of like playing the stock market. You know, the stocks went down, for instance, as they have in oil. If you're in it for the long term, there's no use selling because they are going to come back. So just kind of try to ride it out the best you can. Stay above water is the best thing you can do. I'm getting suggested my own stuff. Well, that's good, Nomad Unbroken Live. There you go. Keep watching. I hear he's a really good guy to watch. I've heard good things about Nomad Unbroken Live.
Yeah, definitely. And there's some categories that are more hit, like travel channels. I see Vegas and Stilettos here, unboxing channels as well. Obviously, some channels where you need to be traveling or reviewing things that are not available right now, of course, as well. But and I did see Destination Chronicles earlier, which is a travel channel, saying that our lack of the ideas of what to do. We actually did a live stream where we talked about exact suggestions on what type of YouTube videos you should be making now. With different categories in mind, practical suggestions of what kind of videos you should be making right now with global changes going on. So if you have missed that, check it out. I'm sure it can inspire you for some new ideas.
Exactly. And hang in there, folks. And you know what? You can't let everything bring you down. You know, you have your moments. You have every right to get upset with it. It's frustrating and stuff like that. We're only human. We understand where you're coming from more than anybody. But like I do agree with Grimefine. It's a good time to stay the course and see it through while this is going on, and help prepare yourself for when these times are over. Adjust with it in a bit of variance if you need to, but just don't go throwing out the baby and the bathwater to say. Quiet non-super sticker super chat.
Thank you so much, GLA member, for quiet.
I love that.
Thank you so much there. RC Air Marshal. I watch my own videos a lot. There's an awful good looking guy in them. I can't help it. Hard to have an adventure at home. Yes, Damon, and I seen you said you got more focused in your channel, and that's maybe what we can get from this change. There's always, a flip side to it, is to get more focused, more understanding where we're gonna go with that. But like I said, check out those video ideas there. I'm sure you can find something there.
There you go. Her Electronics just changed my logo to make it pop. That is awesome, but I would take more time in it. I would really go over it, get your about section perfect, and that's just, I always say, your business plan, and then go and just start working on everything and take your time with it. Make sure you don't want to make too many changes in succession on YouTube. You want to do a lot of them off and then bring them once it's ready to go. I love your gumption. Just make sure, take your time with it and make it to sell. Just think, folks, with branding, you all are into branding. We're all into branding. We live in a world of branding. So just look around and see what if branding is important to you, why it's important to you, the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it draws you in, and recreate that for your own channel. Octai Dogan, by the way, I don't know if I said hi to you a while ago. If I didn't, I'm so sorry about that. It's always so great to see you.
Iman, hello, and Nomad Unbroken. You watching your own videos or clicking doesn't matter. It doesn't count to anything, so you should stop doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And as a side note, folks, watching your own commercials can get you in trouble, just as a side note, in case.
Well, clicking on them especially.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. Engaging with them can end you up with a nice big juicy strike. So.
We had a question here, why some people are quitting YouTube. I think a lot of that is getting burnt out, especially bigger YouTubers. You see channels with sometimes even million subscribers that haven't posted anything in years because people get burnt out, you know. It is a lot of work, and you just get burnt out and unmotivated, and you can't do it anymore, and sometimes you just don't get back to it, you know. And sometimes life just kicks in and you do something else. So it's not surprising. There's tons of channels out there with lots of subscribers that don't create anything anymore, and smaller too.
Hey there, Gil Skills in the house. How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. Remember, folks, obstacles are opportunities, and failure is the prelude to success. Exactly. I've always come. I hope you're doing well. By the way, Gil, it's been a while. Hope all is well with you. I always tell folks, just remember, it's like a ship. Don't ever make sudden jerky motions. You're gonna hit the wharf. Just glide into things. See if it's the right thing. Don't react. Reacting is the best way to sink that ship in a hurry. It really, truly is. Let's see here. Do we miss somebody? We haven't done a wheel in a while. I guess we should put up a wheel.
Yeah, let's do the wheel. Kids Connections, hello. Good to see you here as well.
Sorry, guys. I got 8 things going on here. The wheel doesn't want to load half the time. All that stuff, folks. There we go. So let's do it, folks. Let's get another channel up here. It's great having you guys all in here. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. And we're going to keep chatting like this. Don't worry. We just got to get somebody up here, folks. We got to get a channel up. Said you don't have to look at our mugs. Well, you'll still see our mugs, but you will see Xenia's beautiful face, my mug. Lord God, before I get myself roped into that one. Can you believe he called me a mug? That's what I'm going to get.
I think he's sending some kind of secret signals, and I just don't get them. I'm not in tuned.
You're not in tune?
Yeah.
You're not in tune.
Tuned.
Oh, you're a guitar.
Yeah.
All right. See, folks, learning new things about it
You're
all the
playing my
time.
strings.
Aw. That's cute. All righty, folks. Xenia's going to tell you to play, folks, and we're going to get somebody else up here. Help. Let's get somebody up here. I'm this close to sharing. All right, folks. Let's get Xenia to tell you how to play.
Okay, guys, Andrew here is going to be calling out 2 random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat just once. We then will spin the wheel to see who is the winner. Only 1 entry per person, and please, no guessing of letters or numbers, or we will have to time you out.
Oh my God, Midwest! I gotta just read this. One good thing that came out of all this craziness stopped biting my nails.
Ooh, nice one.
That's awesome. That's really cool to say.
Always look on the bright side of life.
And RC Air Marshal says, you don't need to spin the wheel, just put me up.
Yeah, I like that.
That's right. I like that. You never know. You gotta try, right? I love that. Alrighty, folks, let's do it. Let's get somebody else up on the wheel, folks. We're gonna keep this conversation rolling, but let's get a channel to look at while we're doing it. Alrighty, folks, cap locks on. 1 entry per person. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it, folks. Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Oh my God. The Trips. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to the Trips. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. You're just in time. Let's do it. Alrighty, folks. Time to get somebody else up on the board. Well, who's it going to be? Well, we're going to find out here in just a second. Let's get you a couple of letters to work with. The next 2 letters to work with is GS. Gill Skills. GS. Gill Skills. GS. Gill Skills. GS. Gill Skills. Uber X, no numbers, please. No numbers, please. We're going to keep it same for everybody. Thank you. Alrighty, folks. And Lisa's Critters in the house. And Lisa's Critters is there leading the pack. Leading the pack. There we go. 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 We got number
16.
Number 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Midwest Flush Urban.
Oh my God. Gil, you're 1 off from doing adding to what do you call it, our statistics for winning on your own channel name. Get that up to 14. They had it figured out one time. It was 13.some%, I believe, that the odds of when we use your name as the call out and winning. tune. Dun, dun,
Do you
dun,
feel
dun,
the same
dun.
way sometimes? Or your wife, maybe?
My wife is sometimes her own stratosphere.
What?
No, I didn't mean it that
On a
way.
different planet,
I
yeah.
just meant you sometimes are crazy as a loon. That's all I meant, huh?
Okay, well, how sweet is that? Oh my God.
I want to
The
clarify
budgie
that.
cage again comes
That's
in.
right. Yes,
God,
yes.
oh,
The budgie cage.
It's so annoying.
Aw.
Oh, this patronizing voice now.
You're having a rough go of it.
Yeah, skills, exactly. Next time. That's what I thought. But, you know, different language. Okay, Midwest Flush Urbex.
Always says life with Lena. I agree
Yeah.
with you. I was so close as kiss. I didn't look at the rat. I didn't notice on that one. Remember, folks, to always go by our chat, not yours. Always remember. But we have Miss Midwest Flush UberX, folks, up on the board here. And I want to come over across and look at your videos for a second. See, this font, this look, this coloring is what should be in all your thumbnails. It should be branded into it. And get that stamp. Basically, think of it like a stamp that's going to go on a marking on every one of your. Is Moose Scrapper in here as well? Oh my God! Moose Scrapper, how are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you. It's been a while. We met, Gil Skills. We met Gil Skills, and Gil Skills was a guest on our show when we were doing interviews. And then through Gil Skills, we got to meet Moose Scrapper, who also became a guest on here as well. Fantastic to have you both in here. That is awesome. Moose Scrapper is in the house. How are you doing out there? You guys taking care of yourselves?
By the way, I visited his channel, I think a week ago or so, and I noticed that we still are in his description.
Oh my God!
That is so sweet of you. Wow, I was floored.
He's like, damn, I forgot to update that
Yeah.
thing.
Take it off, take it off.
Yeah. If you do it and you forgot, you do it now. By all graces, we're honored to be up onto it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you. A guy that won a lot of hearts that night. A great
yes.
story.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
comeback story for sure, and still going strong, going on. Good to see that.
So yeah, Midwest Flush UberX definitely just bring that seal into it. I mean, you got a good look up here. I like the way it plays out. You really set the mood for it. Green, I know green is big in two things: abandoned, exploring, and the paranormal. Sometimes a bit overdone, but I kind of like that you gave it your own little twist. It looks like kind of stamp look, which is neat too, because usually I would be the first one to say stay as far away from beveled text as humanly possible. Kind of works on here. If anything, I don't know which programs you're working with. If I was in Photoshop or something like that, I might try putting like a brush effect over top of it, like a splattered gray or dark gray. Not quite black, but almost maybe just to dirty it up a little bit. You know, like when you throw a paintbrush when you're cleaning it. But nonetheless, it looks good the way it is. But if this is your branding, I would definitely be getting it into your thumbnail. You need that green everywhere, because then people are making... The whole point of branding is, and I always say it, your channel is like a point of purchase display. And a great example a lot of you see is like beer ones like Budweiser and all that, Coke, Pepsi, whichever the case, you know, Axe body spray, if you're in pharmacies and all that, different lines of women's makeup, you see it a lot, Mac Tools does it a lot. You want your channel to just basically, for lack of a better term, reek of your branding, because you have nowhere else you'll be able to self-promote the way you can on your own channel. There's nowhere else you can make it all about you, everything about you. And you want to do that because you want people to walk away with such a meshed version of your channel in their eyes that they can spot you out anywhere they go. If you hit your home button, everything, you know what it's like. It's a sea of thumbnails. And that's what you want to do here, because right now you're kind of blending in with the pack. You're not big enough yet, neither are we or any of us in here, that we're fully known on our name alone. So that's where that visualization will help you get recognized by the people that follow you. It will also help your thumbnail stand up from the pack and everybody else is doing. Because remember, every time you put your best foot forward and improve your channel, you've just shot past millions of channels that don't do that. So every little bit counts in helping you get seen more. And like I say, you know, you guys, a lot of you know now, if you get a suggestion, you don't know what is coming up. We do a lot of different things, but you'll come in just because you've seen that banner, you know it's us. That's exactly what you're looking, you know, that catches your eye. More than us, because sometimes people will come in and say, I'm under 1K when we're not even doing the Pusa push. Because they just kind of came in seeing that banner and ran with it. So, that said, you want the same for yours as well. You want something on here that they're not going to know what you're doing maybe right away, but they'll be right away, oh, there's Midwest, there's another one. There's another one. You know, I like what he does. Go check it out. I want to go check it out. So.
Another thing that I can add to it, I love seeing the views on your channel. That is great. I think there's a couple of things that you can add to it to up them even more. One thing is all the random videos that I have just clicked to check out, you don't have a high resolution thumbnail. So adding to what Andrew said, it's super important to have a high resolution thumbnail because it's not only helpful YouTube, it helps on Google. And part of the audience or views that how you can get is actually being discovered on Google when people looking for things, right? Well, now Google is not going to be suggesting your video if your video doesn't have a high resolution thumbnail. It has to be high def in order for Google to pick up on it. So that's one of the things, and you're losing basically exposure from that. So that's something to consider. Another thing, I also see that you do share a lot on Facebook groups, which is great. Are you sharing it on Reddit? There's tons of Reddit groups that are not just YouTube in general, but are specific to what you're doing. A lot of people are interested in that, and I think that's another avenue where you could get a completely new audience influx to your videos. So I would consider signing up and sharing your videos on Reddit as well.
And be sure, like, because you do lots of areas and stuff like that. In states, it's huge. Like Canada is different, but in the states, everything is big for counties. Make sure to mention the counties you're into in your titling and stuff like that in your description, your tags. That's a great way for everybody visiting that area, looking at visiting that area, etc., searching for it, for you to come up in their searches. So that's something definitely to consider having.
I think you're on the right path, definitely. So keep on going, keep making content, and with these little adjustments, I think you are going to be blowing up even more than you are already now.
Moose Rapper says, mind if I ask a question? You guys are crazy connected, and I am looking for someone who does animation for a 15-second or so intro clip to feature videos. Any suggestions, meaning people?
Pixelmaster Kira, I don't know if Pixelmaster is here. He's one of the people that I could suggest, probably. Super talented. I have the artist Devil is another suggestion. You're not on Twitter. He's not on Twitter. Can you email me? Can you, so I can get back some contacts to you? Is that possible? Would be great.
I'm going to drop by his channel very soon. I'm catching up on videos. Adia's Life says, that is awesome. That is awesome. Definitely check him out, folks. Midwest Flesh, UberX, well done. And yeah, build on your branding and just try to get it out as many. Remember, folks, like even this live stream here, this is about, you're all from a bunch of different niches, and you're trying to like expand your horizons through it to find new, like hopefully new people that maybe you can collab with down the road and all that stuff, or at least get it out to another audience to get more exposure. Because a lot of people have the same interest, even though their channel's about something, doesn't mean that's the only interest they have. The same with viewers, and it doesn't mean you have to hit people who just do abandoned exploring. There's all kinds of things. That does great, and you know, you can work it in well with the tourism sector.
Paranormal community, because some
fantastic.
of them videos I see are a little bit about haunted experiences as well. I know probably 3 or 4 that I can share with you, so if you DM me on Twitter, I can send it your way as well, so you can share your videos there. There's plenty of that, you know, that you can find, not just in your niche.
On his life, you have a fantastic day. You be well. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you once again for doing the video. We're going to go watch it after the live stream is over. Thank you for thinking of us once again. Get you two rock. You rock as well. You Midwest. You rock as well. You guys are unbelievable. And you know what? What a great conversation today. I don't want to jinx it, but you know what? The conversation is absolutely fantastic with you all. This is the best shows of all, in my opinion. Everybody kind of just hanging out with each other and not helping each other, giving advice, stuff like that. Folks, though, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you haven't tweeted it out, please do. It really does make a big difference, a huge difference.
That's right.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I've noticed something. Our push, too, with, I find, because I don't know if Grimes finds in here, I've been thinking this lately, too, we're not getting as much push, especially in Europe. I find our push for Europe has gone down a lot.
Well, Europe started to throttle their live streams even before globally, just because of their internet connection.
Which I was going to say, yes, continue.
Well, you paused, so I thought I'll...
Well, I wasn't going to throw it all out, but yes, thank you, continue, go ahead.
So I think that's part of it, probably.
Yep, and that's where some of us might be losing some of our numbers in general, so that's something you want to check too, is your regions that are viewing the most, and that might be part of it as well. But we have BK42 channel in here. How are you, Gracie? And is asking if you're feeling better.
Thank you so much. I'm getting there. Thank you. Thank you.
The Ballpex is great show. It's a great show. Oh my God, you guys make it what it is, my friends. Phantom Flight 101, Herman, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always a pleasure to see you. Journey with Davo Jack, how are you? Great to see you. And Wayne on the road is here. Hope you're doing fantastic as well. Always great to see you. And folks, just a quick push for our memberships, folks. We're getting close to 150. Tech Talk Tuesday is no more. We announced that. We are going to be doing that as a members show. We had to pick something that we can give to our members, but it's open to all categories, whether you're Wrenched Up or Wrenched Up Plus. But if you haven't checked it out yet, head on over and click the join button. For $4.99 US or Canadian, you get badges in front of your name, custom emojis. We have a private Facebook group for members, which is a great place you can mingle even more with people and find stuff that you're looking for and collaborate and get advice and etc. Really expand your horizons, as well as Tech Talk Tuesday, which is changing name but is for members only. And then we have the Wrenched Up Plus for $7.99, $10.99 Canadian. And because of the world crisis right now, we have opened up the new show. Is going to be for everybody, but we will be adding some extra stuff for the Wrenched Up Plus as well. We've had a huge influx of people upgrading to Wrenched Up Plus, and for that, thank you so much. We try to keep the prices very reasonable, and I'm quite proud of that. I think it's important. Once again, folks, a lot are getting memberships. That's great. Just because there's a bunch of big numbers there doesn't mean they need to be added. You know, price yourself accordingly, as in the market. As the old expression goes, the sticker gun can go high, but it doesn't mean you have to put $300 on a can of soup. So, and as well, we also draw our members of the week each Saturday, and then we post them here for the whole week on our homepage, as well as in the intro cards of our opening screen, and shout them out like I'm about to do right now. And from the Wrenched Up crowd, this week's winner is I Explore Louisiana. So big congratulations once again to I Explore Louisiana. And the Adventures of Andrew and Marie, folks. The Adventures of Andrew and Marie from our Wrenched Up Plus. Congratulations to you both. Two fantastic channels. Make sure to check them out, folks. And you could be part of this Saturday's draw as well. So just head on over and click that join button. It won't join you right away. It just shows you the packages. So
join the party. Demon says, yay! Franca's Kitchen, hello and welcome back here. Lisa's Crochet, hello. How are you doing? Welcome back here. Good to see you.
Hope you're doing fantastic, folks. Let's get another channel on the board. But right before that, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Tweet it out. Tell friends, all that good stuff. It's great to have you all in here. Welcome back, Jenny O'Brien. Always great to have you in here. Phantom Plays, I'm back from eating. I hope you had a good meal. I hope it was all good. Hope you're all doing great. So many awesome channels in here. BLT Gamers got me thinking of BLTs. I can barely concentrate. I'm overwhelmed, and they're just coming
That's
to me.
all he can see now when he sees your channel. There's
That's
no
right.
BLT sandwich.
That's right. I look at Xenia's chest, I just see two BLT sandwiches.
What? Oh my God! What is going on with you?
Everywhere
What is going on?
Everywhere I look, BLTs. All right, Xenia, you want to tell them how to play? Big segue, right?
Andrew here is going to call out two random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat. Only once. We then will spin the wheel to see who is the winner. There's only one entry per person, and please no guessing of letters or numbers, or I will have to time you out. All the rules down below in the description, so check them out and let's play.
Alrighty, folks, there you go. You heard the lady. You heard how to do it. Quite easy, isn't it? That's right. Hi there, Flippin' Frozen. How are you? How are you? There we go. Hey, Premier Hell, what's going on? How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pusa Wheel, thank you so very much. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all doing fantastic. It's great to have you. The stream is lagging for me. The stream is lagging for everybody, my dear friend. That is the YouTube world we live in right now. Like we were talking about a while ago, shape-shifting, pushing bigger channels. We're all getting what's left over at the end. But nonetheless, we'll make it work. We always do. We're all in it together. You guys are absolutely awesome. Andrew has gone straight pervert for BLTs. That's they are
That's under your influence, BLT, by the way.
Oh my God almighty. Alrighty, folks. Oh, you're ready to take first place, Premier Hell? Oh, he's ready for it. That's right. That's his spot. And I got to say, he was a real gentleman. I like that. He taught a lot of people how to get in that first place spot. That's pretty commendable. But he is good at claiming it when he is in here. So, I am the queen of legs, says Punchy Paints. Let's see, folks. Let's see. Alrighty. I think we're good. I think we're good. All systems go. It's going to be like taking off in an F-16 Tomcat, folks. Is it F-16 Tomcat? I think it is. Lori's RV Life, how are you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Let's do this, folks. Let's make it happen. Let's crank up that echo, folks. Let's head on over, folks. The original Wheel, Pusa Studios Wheel of Shoutouts. Let's start. There you go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wowzers. Oh, city girl, country woman is ready. I like that. I like their spirit. There we go, folks. Let's do it, folks. Let's get another one up on the board. That's right, folks. Oh, Welsh, Which Girl UK is watching. Alrighty. The next two letters to get up on the board, my dear friends. I'm looking around, and every one of those long names or double names. Oh my God almighty. Okay, the next two letters, TG, Tornado Gaming. TG, Tornado Gaming. TG, Tornado Gaming. My God, it was hard to find letters I could use. TG, Tornado Gaming. TG, Tornado Gaming. Cap box engaged, check. That's right, it's like Iron Eagle. There we go. Hey, everything's spicy. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Jump again.
That's right. That's right. Good to see you. But unfortunately, it was TG, so I got to start at Bacchus. Number
2.
Oh my God, I'm so lucky on the numbers today. I think I won the wheel.
Oh, maybe.
There you go. Next one's going to be 480 or something like that. It doesn't even exist, but it will come up.
It's number 2. Single ones are in the lock today, I think.
There we go. There we go.
And it is Lisa Critters.
There you go.
What did I say now? What was so funny?
No, I got a bit of a problem. That's why. Seriously.
Don't go anywhere, there's plenty more to come. And we have Lisa's Critters here as the next channel on the board and the winner of this round.
Sorry, folks, we just got a bit of an issue here. There's a real glitch going on today.
See, picks up again. That's the beauty of it. So if somebody makes a mistake, then the next channel gets the count. That's why it's so random.
There we go. Sorry about that. Just had to get that fixed up. Folks, let's though try to get Lisa's Critters there, folks. She is at 77. We're just going to bring up her numbers for a minute, folks. Anybody does not have Lisa's Critters. Oh, nice recovery. Everything's spicy. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. I like that. There you go. Folks, if you do not have Lisa's Critters, folks, grab her up. We just had her up the other day looking at her channel. I think this is such a fantastic looking channel. 77 subscribers and to look like this. I'm telling you, there's a lot of channels, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000, 20,000. I don't care the number. I could learn. what's already been done on here. Absolutely fantastic. Engaging colors, looks good, nice and crisp. I just think it's a fantastic job. And once again, I can't stress enough, at 77 subscribers and it'll look like this. The only thing, I'm not even saying this to be nitpickish. If the only thing I would do is maybe play around with your saturation balances a little bit. I've always used this example. When we do our thumbnails, the pictures that we use, we can't look at them as an 8x10. Yes, you're going to edit in pretty much a full screen. Okay, where's my two hands here? There. But you got to zoom out. And for Photoshop, for instance, for a rough idea on thumbnails, you're looking at about 12.5%. If you're designing at 1920 by 1080 at 300 DPI. It's very important to go in and out. Now, if anybody's familiar with this plain food that you eat up in the air, of course, 30,000 feet, they've added, a lot of it has extra spice, extra ingredient, a little heavier than you usually use down on the ground, for the simple reason is your taste buds aren't as sensitive at that height. It's the same with doing thumbnails. You can get away with a bit more saturation and that than you would if it was an 8x10 photo, for the simple reason is you have to look at it as a smaller size and make sure it's still impactful. You notice a lot of big YouTubers that kind of like, where it jumps off the page and stuff like that. That's why, like if you see our thumbnails, we add more saturation, roughly about 20%, I would say, more than what we usually do. But don't stick by that number. It can vary depending on the image, what it was shot at, etc. But remember to keep them punching. And you know, like the cat here, for instance, you can play around a little bit more maybe to make the cat stand out. Another thing too is if you can even do in your photos, do that, bring out the browns a little bit more, the highlights with the reddish tint a little bit more. Not too much. You don't want to make it cartoonish. Just to give it a little extra punch. You can blur a bit of the background as well. You know, you have that option like lens blur on a lot of the apps and stuff like that, where you, and that can add a bit too, kind of just lightly dulled out so the cat takes precedence over everything else. It's in the shot already, and these are great. Like these will go where they're going. I'm just thinking of something to add to it, which is amazing for the size of your channel. And I'm already thinking of stuff to add to it. You know, we're at that point already, which is a great thing. But yeah, that's about all I could really say onto it. Just maybe brighten up the colors a little bit more so they have a little bit more. Remember, warm colors are pleasing to the eye. It gives people a sense of connection. And you're, especially for your channel and what it's about, you want people having that ooey gooey feeling, as they like to call it, where they look at it and kind of melt a little bit. So you were recommended to me, at least YouTube, reminding me of the channels. I admire and respect which studios they were not even doing.
Well, it's glad to be recommended. Thank you so much for letting us know. And thank you for the compliment, Premier Hell.
Thank you.
I do see in your description that you're talking about feral cats and rescues.
Sorry.
What I would do, if I were you, I would put an emphasis on that. The rescue situation. The rescue cat, blah, 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 in a title, or rescue whatever critter you are talking about in the video. Like, spin it in that niche, because right now you are a channel about animals, which is super, super wide, right? So we want to try to find something that could a little bit narrow the way you're talking about them, the way you're titling them, the way what kind of audience would be looking for it. So since you already have it in your description, I would take advantage of that and really push that rescue thing. I think that would spin it a little bit more into the, I wouldn't say super niche just yet, but into a little bit more concentrated niche.
We keep using that example that, you know, YouTube looks at us all now, we're all doctors and it's crying for specialists. It wants channels that can say people are looking for this channel does that. Plain and simple. It's selling us more as information now than creators on that side a lot of times. And that's what niching out helps you get recognized more with the algorithm. Premier Hell with a super sticker.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Premier Hell, thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat, thank you.
It's a very engaging face for that emoji. I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's like frozen in time. Like it's almost like cotton was like. I can't stop looking at it. It's very mesmerizing. Very mesmerizing. But yes, no, definitely would recommend that. You got a great channel, and I hope to God you're flooding YouTube animal groups and stuff like that. All you need is that awe factor from one of them, and that's going to get shared all over the place over there in places like that. That's the kind of stuff that, you know, I could just, you know, a mom's drinking her coffee in the morning, kids are out to school, sees that, oh, I got to send that to the aunt.
Exactly.
The aunt's got to send it to her sister at work. This one, this one, this one, this one. The next thing you know, you got thousands and thousands and thousands of views onto it. There's a lot of animal channels, but if you can niche yourself out and find that one thing that makes you stand out from everybody and really work on that, it could be your ticket. Because one day you could wake up and you're going to be like, what the hell? I got 50,000 views on a video. That's how it's most likely going to happen in your case.
And especially nowadays, you know, people are more and more looking for puppies and
Yes.
kittens videos,
Yeah.
you know, and not specifically that, but kind of like something that is more relaxing, more entertainment, you know, kind of that awe feeling. And it's definitely, this is the time to push it, so to say. So definitely can take advantage of that.
And some people don't know this already, some don't. If you're going to share your videos on YouTube, your YouTube videos on Facebook, excuse me, a good way to do it is take your thumbnail, make that the image, share the image, and say onto it, see first in the description for the link. And there's another one as well, Xenia. You want to mention that? I was breaking it up.
Sorry.
So yeah, put your description in the link, tell them to go there. If you share a YouTube video directly in Facebook, you fall right to the bottom of the pack. And what that means is YouTube is a priority system. Number one, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, it's still profile pictures, number one.
Yeah.
And then celebrations,
Yeah.
etc. Cover art. If you notice, if you were to change your profile and cover the same day, your profile picture will get a lot of views. Your cover will get very little because that doesn't get pushed as much in the hierarchy. YouTube videos being shared on Facebook go to the bottom. So if you're going to share it with groups and that, you're way better off sharing the thumbnail and say see the link in description or first comment for to follow through. So sorry, because we got somebody here. Oh my God, Ingrato de Ortiz, how are you? Good to see you. My God almighty, you just blew in like the wind and did that. Well, thank you so very much. Hope you're doing fantastic. And thank you for supporting us. Great to have you aboard.
And you just got wrenched up!
That's right, that's
Thank
right.
you so much for joining us! Welcome to the pack! Thank you!
I'm double checking thumbnails now, icon photos to make sure I got the right channel. There is Ingrato de Ortiz, who we do know, and is at 13,000. Aha, wow. There you go, there you go. And welcome, 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 welcome. Great to have you aboard, Ingrato de Ortiz. There we are. Growth. Well, thank you so much for becoming a member. Pleasure to have you aboard. When I get millions of subscribers, I will be shouting you out. Premier Hell, you don't have to worry with that. Just appreciate having you in. Appreciate having you guys in. You know what? You guys do the most for us at event, way more than we do for ourselves. You guys are the reasons why people like to hang out in here. They like to chat and all that good stuff. We really, really do appreciate you. So thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate you.
There you go. The emojis going on in the chat as well.
Yes, new member for Ingrato de Ortiz. I always wonder if I'm pronouncing it properly. I hope I am. I hope I am.
Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the pack.
That's right. And if you haven't considered being a member yet, hope you can check it out. Hope you can be checking it out. Lonnie Paul, well, thank you so much for the super chat. Do appreciate it. I don't know if it was supposed to be a sticker originally and it didn't show up.
There is no sticker, so right now it is just super chat, super chat, super chat.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Lonnie Paul, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
There we go.
And once again, thank you so much. And Ingrato de Ortiz for joining us, our memberships. Thank you.
Texas Made Food, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And yes, folks, we are going to be starting the new version of Tech Talk Tuesday. It will be for members, so if you're not a member yet, hope you can check it out for that and all the other benefits. Remember, folks, we took that show over because it made sense. Because the member stuff, we're not doing networking in there, and it's not going to become this kind of, I mean, if people want to collab, something happens, that's great. But it's not going to be a place for that whatsoever. We want to focus more on doing all the really, really important stuff at YouTube. I think it's going to be a lot of great learning stuff in there and a lot of great collaborations going on in there. So, no, we do not want to let's grow at all Texas Made Food, sorry. We're working on that right now to have that also banned for members as well from saying that stuff. you know how I feel about it and what it stands for. So sorry about that.
Just a personal preference
Yep.
here, nothing personal.
Exactly.
There you go. Okay, David the Tank here, enjoying the live stream. Good to hear that. The MC Nemesis here as well.
Destination Chronicles, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope you're having an amazing day. Good morning, good morning.
Destination Chronicles there. I mentioned you just a while ago, and you're right here.
That's right.
Only good things. Only good things.
Always good things, always.
Good to see you guys. Well, there is more to spin, so don't go anywhere and don't move a muscle because there's more to come. More amazing channels here in the chat.
The Shane Family Vlogs in the house. How are you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing amazing.
The Asylum Photography here as well. Good to see you. How are you doing today?
Oh, Gill Skills, you're splitting wood. I missed that. That's okay. Texas Made Food, no problem. We actually just made a video about it the other day. If you get a chance to go check it out.
It's featured on our homepage.
Yeah, I just put it today. I put it as our main featured video. I'm hoping more will get to see it. I don't know if the thumbnail will pop up for it.
And the link is in the chat and already timestamped for you if you missed out on that one.
That's right, folks. And I hope you do get a chance to check it out. Tonight, it just gives a lot more of the philosophy that we talk about. No, our thumbnail got all screwed up. So there you go. There, now you can see it in a second. It's rolling. It's going. There it is. There it is, folks. So that's what we were talking about on there. So it is the featured video. You can find it and with the link that Xenia just put in. So hope you guys can check it out. We don't ask for shoutouts here, but if you want to play, you're more than welcome. And Xenia's going to tell you how to play in just a second. It's quite easy. I like to think it's a lot of fun. Fun is in the eye of the beholder, but nonetheless, we got a lot of great folks in here. And remember, no asking for subscribers and all that stuff as well. Just talk with people, treat it like a business luncheon. Mingle, 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 folks, mingle.
And thank you so much, Shaloni, for the super chat once again, and be safe at work. Thank you for popping in.
Oh, God, the Shane Family Vlog has been busy last couple of days getting our vehicle fixed. Stressful. Everything right now is so stressful. You know, things, I mean, there's already stress with those things to begin with, but it's compounded so much, you know, just to get stuff, to get appointments, to get things done. It definitely has changed the way we do a lot of things, that's for sure, but I hope everything is getting better. I keep finding many amazing people. Well, that is awesome. That is a good thing. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. And thank you so much, Premier Health, for the super chat. Do appreciate it very much. Cup and mug, I'm very sorry. No worries. No worries. That's why pencils have erasers. Just wanted to let you know. So you're all, that's why I just posted the rules in again. So I understand being hungry, but it's not good to come across as being hungry.
Especially when you are going to visit somebody.
Oh my God, that is such an amazing statement. I love that. Nomad Unbroken Live, because I want to make sure he gets all the credit for it. I understand being hungry, but it's not good to come across as being hungry. Oh, two thumbs on that one. Two. I'll even, here's my third hand coming out there. That's the other one had to go down. There wasn't enough room in the screen. Thank you so much. I love that. David the Tank is saying hello to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Xenia, do you want to tell them how to play?
Yes, let me tell you how to play. And if you're new here, please check out the description down below. All the rules of the game as well as the chat are pretty simple, but they're described just down below in that description box. So let me tell you how to play. Andrew here is going to be calling out 2 random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat just once. We then will spin the wheel to see who is the winner. Only 1 entry per person, and please no guessing of letters or numbers, or I will have to time you out.
That's right, folks. That's right. All right. Do you all need to wear face masks without our stores we do down here in the States? Not mandatory, recommended though, recommended, but it's not mandatory. Well, you have to if you have any symptoms or anything like that, feeling anything you're supposed to have if you have to go out in public, which you shouldn't have to go out in public, but if you desperately have to, then you have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, folks, with that said, it's time to get somebody else up on the board. Folks, let's do it. Let's make it happen, folks. Here we go. I'm just pasting this in. There we go. Just a reminder, if you haven't hit that like button, please do. It really helps a lot, folks. More than you'll ever know. Alrighty, let's crank up that echo, folks. Let's head on over the wheel, shall we? Let's get another one up on the board. Here we go, folks. Time to spin. Oh, there we go. I forgot to check it this time. This is what's been happening to me every time. That's what I'm getting, this data connection problem with the wheel. So there.
Wheel is
Tristan
under
Spencer
maintenance.
Plants, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm just trying to get the wheel started again. I think it needs a little oil. I think it needs to be primed. Alrighty. I need the scrap guys. Skills, you hit the ignition. I'm gonna put the wrench on the starter here to see if we can get the wheel going again. Help me out. I was checking it all the time. I forgot to check it this time. This has been happening the whole time we've been playing. It's got a mind of its own. I don't know what is going on with that site today. There we are. There's a couple copied the wheel by now anyway, so they know where it is. Maybe they can tell me if they're having the same problem.
Oh my. Well, patience, guys. There's some technical problems here, but that means that you have just a little bit more time to share.
Yeah.
If you haven't done that, it's free and it helps a ton, us and you guys. The more people in chat, the more eyes on your channel. And of course, click that like button if you haven't done that just yet. If you're new, please subscribe to us. And if you think that you're already subscribed, make sure that you still are and click those all notifications so you know when we're on next.
I'm still waiting, folks. I'm still waiting for it. I'm still waiting.
Green Moss Place, hello, how are you?
You might not want to engage your caps just yet, Gil.
Yeah.
I think we might need a new set of booster cables for wheeldecide.com.
Train Watcher says, oh, the wheel has a manual start.
Yep, that's right. So everybody come, we're going to give it a push, okay? Let's see if we can do this
Yeah,
together.
we need to push for the wheel.
Yeah, that's right. It's really like the olden times there. We're going to crank it like that. See where. Oh my God, I think I got a wheel. I think I got one. I had 3 windows open, hoping one would catch. Yes, sir. There we go. Alrighty. Let's try this again, shall we? Nick Molinar, you're just in time. You almost had to help us push to get the wheel going. Let's do it, folks. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Fresh out of the oven. There you go, folks. Alrighty, folks, there we go. We're somewhere up. Yeah, we need some WD-40. That's right, the James family. That's right. Exactly. Alrighty, folks, it's time to get some letters up on the board. Well, we have a wheel that's working. I don't want to push my luck. The next 2 letters to get up on the board: BV, Beyond Veil. BV, Beyond Veil. BV, Beyond the Veil Investigations. BV.
Okay, let's see who is the winner on this round. The letters are coming in right now.
There we go. Please no spamming the chat. I'm just trying to make sure I got the right ones here. We're starting off with, Paul Peck is the first. No, sorry. Premier Hell.
Lucky, 13.
Premier Hell's the first one. 1, 2, and then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark it there. Sorry, folks. There's so many got timed out. 10, 11, 12, 13.
Pixelmia!
There she is.
Lifelong learning.
There is the lady. Let's get her up here, folks. I'm going to get her all set up. Pixelmia teaching and learning. Fantastically.
Lifelong learning.
I'm still getting used to it. I have a 2-month memory. Now let's see if we get Social Blade working. And I brought up the channel before, just on cue. Great stuff, Social Blade. You're really knocking it out of the park. There we go. All right.
No, for those of you that are spamming the channel, it's only 1 entry per person. We only count the first one anyway. Other than that, you will get removed if you continue spamming the texts.
That's right. There you go, folks. There you go. Alrighty, folks. Pixelpia Lifelong Learning is up on the board with a fresh new revamp on her channel. Looking absolutely fantastic. And she says 13 is my lucky number. I think you're pretty lucky in general, my dear. If I may say so myself. And I mean, it looks fantastic. I like where it's going. I almost wonder, to be perfectly honest, if I was to say something, I almost find the ends maybe a bit too much. The pencil and that, and the don't forget to subscribe. Now this is just me. I just want to say, if for me, I would be removing that stuff on both ends, and put like kind of like a, because you have a notepad there and that. I would use a bit of a scribe font, but that's easy to read. You know, not too tight, not too fancy, but still looks like a bit of penmanship on a bit of an angle, and put don't forget to, and kind of just draw out the arrow and make it look like it's almost like you were jotting down notes down to the subscribe that you have already there, because that's where people can subscribe automatically. That would be what I would recommend to it. It looks very nice. I'm worried it's starting to get a little bit too much and kind of it's maybe a little too clustered. Still working on thumbnails. That is awesome. Oh no, it's coming together really nicely. It's looking good. Now, Xenia, you might have a different opinion on it. This is just my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
No, well, I think maybe, yeah, something, it's just, it doesn't really pop up. It's kind of there, but it's not there. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
You know, just let it breathe on the other side. You know, you can do that, and just make it a bit of a scribe. Or you could put like weekly uploads on the other side and the same kind of scribe a little bit if you want to put a little extra into it. I wouldn't put too much because you have a lot of weight in the middle. And we're always talking about with when you're designing stuff, you have to put weight onto it. And I don't know, I just think it's getting maybe a little too weighted on that side. That'd be my, on both sides, and it's kind of, your banner is weighing more than it should. I know these are weird terms, but this is what's used a lot in graphic design for that part. Like we said here, like in quick, like, you know, like this is, Xenia and I, that's a big bulk of the middle. That would, like, you're talking in weights. That's why Pusa Studios Live is bigger, but at the top, and then we went to the far end with the lives, interviews and that. That's to give it balance. If we put it all together closer to us, it would be too heavy on the left side and kind of tipping over, if you will. Us too, sometimes, you know, I look at it and we kind of push it to the max, and sometimes I'm thinking we put too much. We should have left what on the left, but on the right did something smaller than the icons. I still kind of battle with myself on that one. So it's not like we always have the right answer either, you know. But yeah, I would say just let it, I would actually make you bigger in this shot. And I don't know how you are with Photoshop on that. I would try the picture, try to take one, even if you have to do it again as much as that sucks, with your shoulders exposed to make you bigger in here, closer to the top, not right to the top maybe, but like 3/4 of the way or more. Let you be more predominant on that side, and then you don't need anything else on that side. You can get rid of the other parts completely, the subscribe and the don't forget and all that stuff. Have you over there, and on the other side, get rid of all the stuff, and just like I say, write it in kind of like a semi-pen shaped scribe form. Don't forget to, you know, and subscribe or whatever. You put something short and kind of a drawn arrow going down to the button itself here. That's already there that people can click onto and subscribe automatically.
Yeah, and Pixel P also have changed her setup now with the videos. The last 2 videos are under the new video setup, so I like seeing that, and it definitely looks much more professional.
Pixel P is the queen of wanting to do it better and better and better. I wish everybody could get that infectious attitude that she has about YouTube. She is so busy through the day taking care of somebody who's very, very ill in her family, and yet finds time to do such amazing work and time to improve, and not just rushing things out, but really not just wanting to change this, okay, change it, but wanting to understand why. There's so much to be said for wanting to understand the process that I find a lot of people don't give time to, but it's so important, and it's such a crucial part of being on YouTube, is not just doing stuff, but understanding why. And she's pretty hard to beat on that one, honestly. I think she's absolutely amazing.
2 things for you that I can noticed before already, and I wanted to let you know now. We always talk about, you know, reflection of the title, description, and the tags. You kind of are doing it, but your tag, the first tag can't be the whole length of your title, like including all of the, you know, hashtags and whatever you have. nobody's going to be looking for that exact sentence, right? So your first tag, although it should reflect your title as much as possible, should be really the gist of the keyword, the main keyword, the main word that you think people are going to be searching while looking for your type of video. So, like editing social media templates with Canvas, hashtag stay at home and learn hashtag with me, that's too long. So your first tag would be editing social media templates with Canva. That's it.
There's our first tag in this video, why we block certain words in our chat. Why we block certain words in our chat. Why we block certain words in our chat.
Yeah, not the full, 2-3 part title, but just that main one is your first one. Because I see in a couple of your videos you have that.
And I struggle showing that because, yes, folks, anybody can do it. That's how you can see tags and that's how you can copy them. And that's what I was talking about the other night in there, where some channel was even trying to copy our tags. And just want to say once again, what a shitty idea that is to do for your own channel, first of all. And it's extremely dishonest. It can be even considered as a community strike as well for stuffing if it does not pertain to it. So
Pixel P, I don't know how you're using SEO for TubeBuddy. In TubeBuddy SEO, you should be putting your main keyword, not your title. So maybe that, because it works automatically, right? It automatically spews out whatever it associates with those words. So you should be putting your keyword, your 2-3 word keyword as the main thing that you're searching for, not your title. That might be why. But this is wrong. You should be having just that first main part in there. And also, I would suggest to share it out more. To share it out more and prompt maybe your viewers to share it out more, because I can see that some, you are sharing on Twitter, I know that, but I really suggest to put it more out there. Let more people know that you're here, that you are on YouTube,
MC Nemesis Live, that's what they do. Oh, you're telling somebody how we play the game. Okay. I thought you meant it was a part about copying tags. I was like, oh, they're copying, they're doing that to you too. I'm back, everyone. What did I miss? Army B, great to see you. Having lots of great discussion with everybody, talking about channels and stuff. He's only paying attention to what will grow him. Probably he's not interested in community values. I'm curious where this is all going now. I missed part of it.
Sleeping Artist ASMR, good to see you. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, ASMR community has been a huge help during these 2 days.
Hey, Arco, how are you? Great to see you. How you doing?
Night and day and creeping out Andrew at night.
I go in the room at 2 o'clock in the morning, finish working on stuff, half asleep, and I go in and it's like, all right, we're ready now to check out your eyelashes. Let's see. Staring right at your face. Nightmares for the rest of the night. I can go to sleep, and I do go to sleep watching prison documentaries. Doesn't bother me. I watch them and all that stuff. And then I watch that, and it just, I can't sleep. I got shivers right across my body.
And
so
it helps my pain, helps sleeping.
Yeah, she's sitting there sounding like a baby. I'm like, and then I watch prison documentaries. Oh, well, that's why you're having trouble sleeping, and I got to listen to mine instead so I don't have bad dreams. In your face like that for 2 hours. That makes for sweet dreams.
You just don't get it. You got to find your own.
If they
tingle.
spam Pusa Studio spammers. Okay. I was wondering. I was just trying to keep up the MC Nemesis Live. Hey, Asgard, Hugh, how are you? Great to see you. Fellow Canadian, how you doing, bud? He's a huge Viking fan.
Oh
huge.
My God.
He's got the helmet, he's got the swords, and he did part of his university in Scotland.
What? Oh, that is so amazing.
So we get lots of, we try to when we don't take too much of a drone to obviously on Rogers, but now and then we get to talk about it a bit. He was absolutely amazing. Arco, you're out fishing today. That is awesome. Congratulations. Hope you're having a fantastic time. And by the way, Sleeping Artist ASMR, I'm not crapping on the ASMR channels or anything. I don't mean it in that way at all.
No.
I'm not
making fun of me.
It's the up close thing, especially in the middle of the night thing. It just, you see that kind of stuff, like right there, like just in front of my face like that. I don't like anybody around my eyes. Oh, thank you. Okay, my husband is the same way. I do think, and I know some men do, and that's great. I think a predominant amount of men, though, because and Xenia said a good one time, because we don't grow up doing our own lips, our own eyelash like you guys do, all that stuff around your face. So we get very freaked out when we have somebody very close at us. Like if Xenia doesn't stop, so help me God, get out of here.
Go check Sleeping Artist ASMR. I'm nowhere close to that.
And Herman is still in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well with you. Hope you're doing amazing. Who saw Planet of the Apes, says Digger Evans. Yes. I see where this is going in. Yes.
Now, can you give example to Esther about how to talk to the channels instead of asking for shoutouts?
Sure. Asgard Studios, just checked out your channel. Man, I love that scenery where you flew over the waterfalls and you have a really nice looking banner. Keep up the fantastic work, and once again, it's great to meet you. And if you really feel the need to, then you can say, I subscribed. I hate sub, it's a lazy ass word. But if you put in a full sentence, you can write you subscribed. As long as it's something genuine and not every 20 seconds, it's all good. YouTube is well aware of what it's called. It's when it's put in as I subbed you, I subbed you, I subbed you, I grabbed you, I got you, we're all in together, doing it right, doing the right, or whatever it's called, all that stuff. It's just fluff words, and YouTube is well aware of fluff words and what they mean. You know, do it the right way. I talked about the other day how much I hate that expression. I can't stand it because it's so stupid. Because you know what? If you're being a normal person, you don't have to be told to do it the right way. You don't need to be schooled on how to do it the right way. You watch stuff like a fucking human being. That's all it takes. Forever Freaky Funko, how are you? Great to see you. You walked in when I was just jolly. So there you go. Can you guys please? No. And you're going to get timed out for it. We just talked about that.
And thank you, MC Nemesis says, it's not sub for sub, it's creator community stream. I like that. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with somebody getting seen and all this stuff. It cannot be the sole purpose of it. Like I said time and time again, it cannot grow by only shoutouts. Okay? And we're not a Go stream, we're not any of that stuff. We've never been it. A lot of times you see again with the wheel. Half the time we're not even showing the numbers, and even when we do show the numbers fully, in 3 hours when we were going and bringing over 2,000 people in here, roughly 8 to 10 channels would get shouted out in that 3 hours. That was it. It's not many. It's very, very few.
So it's not about shoutouts.
No, exactly. That was the whole point of it. The whole point was to get people to slow down. You know what? Instead of growing quick, we were actually the opposite and kind of growing slow, but kind of getting people to not realize that they were actually starting to take a break from it and starting to think about what they do. That was kind of the whole illusion into the thing was getting people to come in and then starting to slow down and actually not just go and grab people, but actually sit down and think about what's being done with your channel. You know, I love this Wheel of Fortune vibe for though my favorite game show. Thank you so much. And we wanted it to be fun. It had to be fun. It had to, Xenia and I had 3 criteria for it. It had to be fun. It had to be entertaining, and it also had to have some networking value into it. That was the 3 main criteria that had to exist for our game once we started developing it. Those 3 elements had to be part of it at its core. That was it. So.
MC Nemesis live. Oh my God, yeah.
Transfer light.
Jelly Duck, hello, how are you?
There's a lot of them coming here. Pusa Studios, the transformational life coach shut down his meat market. Jelly Duck, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. It's excellent fun, exactly. We didn't want to be the egghead and, don't ever be seen by anybody, and all 5 of us will only watch each other's videos and we'll do B-roll for 400 hours because it made Peter McKinnon big, so we're all going to be big if we copy Peter McKinnon. We also didn't want to be, grab this, grab this, grab this. Oh, yeah, grab this, grab this. Look what I learned how to do. I learned a new thing tonight. You ready for this? Grab this one and grab this one and grab this one. We didn't want to be either one of them. And it was such a divide. It was as polarized, honestly, as politics. Nobody in the middle. It just seemed like one was balls to the walls, get as many numbers as possible, or as loom and gloom and doom bland as humanly possible. That's exactly what it felt like. We talk about you guys being specialists in a market. That was our special. That was what made us different from what was looking for. Not, well, this channel's doing good with this. It was more what's not being done in here. What is the market craving that's not happening? That's exactly how it was drawn out. Kyle Walls is in the house. Great to see you. You're doing fantastic. Does Shane Fan Vlogs? It's all about meeting new people, not begging for subscribers. Exactly. And you know what? Learning about doing stuff for your channel in the same time. all those combined into one.
A lot of people that come in asking for that, they don't know any other difference
No.
because that's all they have seen. So if we can hope for even one person to change their ways of doing it, that's already a benefit. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Forever Freaky Funko. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much for the super sticker, super chat from Forever Freaky Funko. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. We do appreciate it. There's a channel that's always been that gets it. Forever Freaky Funko gets it. In short, gets it, and that's what I appreciate so much.
And so does Destination Chronicles. This is a fun and informative without being in your face. Thank you.
I don't want to be a watch salesman on a street corner. That's the thing we lose with YouTube. It's almost like it really becomes like an alter ego, and I get that. Yes, Xenia and I might accentuate a little bit of what we do, but we still are who we are, and you cannot meet enough YouTubers and some suppress that we don't put on here. That's very true. But nonetheless, I don't want to be slimy. And slimy here or slimy on the streets is no different. Slimy is slimy, dirty is dirty, mean is mean. All those things. People have to start realizing that even if you're a character on here, you still have a product to do. You still are known by what you do, and we just don't want to be that way. I don't want to be a parent of 3 children and be slimy. I just want no part of it. It's as simple as that. That's just not how we want to be known on here. And some will still call us on here, but you can't change everybody's minds, but you still do the best you can onto it, and hopefully enough people see you for what you really are all about. All I can still think about is BLTs and Ksenia. There you go, Jay.
You see what the picture you drew for them now? Talking about exaggerating. I think it's suppressing more than exaggerating here. My goodness. Now, turning the tides here, let's shout out for the adventures of Andrew and Ree, who is a channel of the week.
Yes, there they are, folks. There they are, our Wrenched Up Plus member of the week. The adventures of Andrew and Ree is in the chat. Folks, we're shouting them out all week. We draw every Saturday night 2 members, one from the Wrenched Up, one from the Wrenched Up Plus. And this week's Wrenched Up Plus member, The Adventures of Andrew and Ree. And from the Wrenched Up community, I Explore Louisiana, folks. 2 fantastic channels. And we have them both featured on our homepage. You can even see our playlist now we're putting together. Where is it? Or did we move it? Oh, no, right there. There they are. There. Members of the week, and you could be next. We had them all there. So your links live on, and YouTube loves when you're being shared. We don't share from the first week because we want people to go and check. But after that, you are there. At least it's not pancakes.
Well, I hope not. Okay, now let's cool down the courses there.
Oh my God, Premier! Premier Health just upgraded to Wrenched Up Plus. Thank you so very much for that. It's a pleasure to have you aboard. Thank you for your upgrade. Thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the upgrade. Premier Hell upgraded to Wrenched Up Plus.
That's right.
And Cosperk says, Pushy helped me change up my channel just by sitting and watching your streams. It looks so much better. Thank you. I love that.
And there he is, folks. Premier Hell just upgraded. Thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. Premier Hell upgraded today. CC upgraded today. Or CC rejoined. Upgraded.
Yeah.
And Josie's Place upgraded today. And then Life with Lena rejoined today. And Angrata de Ortiz became a member today. So welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome. Great to have you all aboard. Food Forest Permaculture, how are you doing today? My fellow Canuck, how are you doing over there on the west side of Canada? Hope all is well. Yeah, Sharpie, that was that was.
And Digger Evans is counting how many biscuits can eat during the show. Good thing it's not pancakes once again.
Oh my God, you guys are too funny.
Is that what you had for breakfast today?
Yes, I had pancakes. The only pancakes in this house were sitting in the tray.
Thank you.
There you go. What a conversation. What a conversation we're having, folks. That's right. You can get hard-hitting husband and wife conversation.
No,
I'm
really thinking about that exaggerating part. Yeah. Okay, guys. We should run a nighttime show sometimes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What are
That's
we
right,
doing
Premier
here?
Hell. That's right.
What are we doing here? Where am I?
Oh.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, ready to go.
Yes. Let's do it.
You want to get another channel up here?
Yeah, I want to get another channel up here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Alrighty, folks, there you go. You heard the horn. It is time to get another member, not another channel up here. Oh my God, I can't even talk anymore. She's got me so off my. Xenia, you want to tell them how to play?
Andrew here is going to be calling out 2 random letters, and it's going to be your time to put them in the chat just once. We then will spin the wheel and see who is the winner. Only 1 entry per person, and please, no guessing of letters or numbers, or I will have to time you out.
It's Xenia. I haven't tattooed a wedding ring on my finger yet, but I got her. There you go. Alrighty, folks, with that said, God help you if you're still here, you're a trooper, let's just say that. Alrighty, folks, time to get another one up on the board, time to get somebody else up here and show you off. I hope you're ready for this. I hope you're very ready for this, because it is time to play. Let's do it, folks. Let's make it happen. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? God help us all. Here we go. Oh my God, there we go. Oh my God. Alrighty, folks, it's time to get another one up here on the board. Hot Sauce Junkie, Tim in the house. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, folks, time to get somebody else up on the board. Who's it going to be? Well, we're going to find out in just a second, but you need some letters, folks. And the next 2 letters to get up on the board, FP, Forest Permaculture. FP, Forest Permaculture. FP, Forest Permaculture. Food Forest Permaculture. FP. I gotta give the big one, longer channel names a chance too. I like, and I love him. He's such a fantastic guy, folks. Great guy. That's right. FP, FP. Oh, Premier Hell's first one, but it's FP, so it goes next to Paul Peck Drywall. There we are. And we got number
6.
Number 6. 1, 2. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Deacon's Universe.
Deacon's Universe. Folks, it was FP, not FT. There we go, there we go, there we go. Deacon's Universe is the next one up on the board. Next one up on the board, just wait for it to load.
Drone shots. 1 entry was more than enough. What is going on?
There we go. Oh my God, drone shots. That's not like you. What's going on?
Just fell asleep on a keyboard or something?
We can only allow 1 entry per person. That's already, the lag is bad enough. We only count the first one anyways. All right, folks, there we go, there we go. Alrighty, so we have Deacon's Universe in the house, folks. Now, Deacon, I have a question for you. Something that I noticed in your channel before, and I'm glad you're up here because I can finally ask you right now. Because I want the example. This shot of you in the thumbnail is so absolutely amazing. And this should be front and center of you, a lot bigger here in the middle of your banner. And Deacon's Universe working around it. I think that shot is so amazing. Or to the side and then do it like, you know, just a little bit in on the text and then go across. I think that's such a fantastic shot. Those are the ones that people are crying for when they're making banners. I hope you have a high-res version of it and you can remove the background and bring yourself into it. I think it's fantastic. Such an engaging shot. I love the look of it. I think it would be stellar up on your banner myself.
Yes.
But remember, like, make sure don't work off the one you have here. I hope you have a high-res original version of it. To remove the background, Canva does fantastic with that. There's lots of other programs as well. I used to be a real stickler that it had to be cut out in Photoshop or whatever program you use, using the Bezier tool. But you know, those ones do a great job too. But I would definitely get that in there. I love the colors into it, and I see you've been using your branding. I would try once again to always keep it in the same place, and put something bright behind it so it really shines out. It needs to stand out a lot from everything. It needs to be quite visible. It almost needs to be like a stamp, if you will. You don't want it dominating the thumbnail. You want a heavy presence from it in the thumbnail. Because once again, like we were saying, you know, that's always how people are going to be able to identify you more than your name, your face, your channel name, etc., is that visual of it. So you basically want it imprinted in their minds, and it needs to be quite predominant to do so. Once again, not taking over the thumbnail, but having a large presence on it. But I would start by going up here and start working on your banner and trying to bring that into it. I really think it would just bring it all together. It's a great photo. Make sure the content's bright. You might have to lighten yourself up a tiny bit. And whichever way you have it set in the end, then you bring it down and you bring it into your profile picture as well, again, that way. And yeah, I would start getting it into everything. And as well for the thumbnails and that. Now, homepage as well. I want to check something else out here.
Hello to Purgatory Paranormal of New York.
Welcome. How are you doing today? Such a sweet lady. Always great to see you. You've done the hard one, which I'm so proud of. A lot of people struggle with the Deacon's Universe. Remember, these description titles are what makes it work. Same thing for all your other thumbnails, all your other playlists. It is hugely important. And remember, folks, not just the playlists that you feature on your homepage, but all of your playlists, because they're all getting recommended, whether they're on the homepage or not. So make sure they all have good titles, good descriptions. And I would remove popular videos. You don't need that. You already have done a lot better job. I would definitely remove the uploads one here. I wouldn't have that. Even if you have a couple less, you're better off to have them all your own playlist with good length descriptions like you did up here for every one of them. It gives that nice uniform look to your channel, which is appeasing to the eye. Because remember, if you have this at the top, all of a sudden look how much that sticks out that there's nothing here under these ones. So it's not just for the sake of the algorithm, but it's also the aesthetics of it as well. All of them play a huge part in making your channel homepage something very engaging for people to click and go further with. Minx Laura is in the house. How are you doing? Great to see you. This is one fantastic lady, folks. She's a sweetheart. What else? What other name? Can you think of her name?
Hello, Laura. And guys, what we just were talking about ASMR community, you know, is definitely a veteran and inventor of her own tingles that is used now by huge YouTubers. Good to see you, Laura. Hello to UK. Must be late now, my God.
Well, it's 8 in the evening.
Well, depends.
But do you want to tuck her in or what?
Yes, I want to tuck her in.
Oh, there. I knew the answer to that one before I even brought it up. That's right. There's a girl crush as always with Laura.
Yes, always.
Hope you're doing great. It's always so nice to see you. The Truckers Live, good afternoon to you as well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always great to see you. Sorry, guys, have to have some lessons with Sis. No, my God, Pixelpia, you no worries. It was so great to have you in here. You know how it goes. You just take care of yourself, okay? Thank you so much for coming. Rigor Mortis, how are you? Great to see you. There's another one of our fellow Canucks in the house. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Good to see you all. We're looking at a Deacon's Universe, and I like in the description, he says, "This is my universe." By the way, he does everything, from audio to video, everything. Everything is done by one person. So if you think that you're too busy on your channel, you don't know how to do it, well, check out this channel. I don't know how he does that. Everything, from music to editing, everything is done by one person. Now, Food for Permaculture is still here as well. Cup and Monk, good afternoon again to you. And yes, Premier Hell is sharing his tip on how to win the wheel.
I think that is so cool. You know what? Premier Hell has done this time and time again. And I think that is just, that's what people, the wheel is not the be-all end-all. We're the first ones to say it. But it's just a mindset of YouTubers in general. When you go and just tell people, you know what, this is how I do it. This is how I go find, you know, I think that's really cool. I like seeing stuff like that. We need more stuff like that. Just people not losing their shit. Computer chick, I do everything on my own channel. You sure do. How are you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Folks, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. It really, really does help out a lot. More than you'll ever know. And yeah, Deacon's Universe Fantastic channel. I would definitely get those descriptions in on every one of your playlists and get rid of all the ones that were offered by YouTube. And if you want something at the very bottom, then maybe put your mixed videos down at the very bottom on that one. Definitely feature your most tracks on the top. I know you have a description here, but you see how much it shows more in between they're missing. So it's aesthetics and as well for the algorithm. That's the big plus of doing playlists of our own, is we get to add descriptions, and that's what helps with discovery. So just make sure you get them in for all of them. And try to stay around this size if you can for all of them. If you can come up with relative search tag, treat them like a video. Good search, good titles, good descriptions, with good searchable phrases into it, folks. It will help you out a lot. Well done.
Yes, keep on going. Keep on going.
Definitely, most definitely.
Did I miss the Wheel of Fortune?
You're very welcome, Deacon. It's always a pleasure to have you up. And keep up the great work. Keep it up. Folks, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. It really does help us out a lot. It makes a big difference. And if you have friends you think that like what we would do, we'd love to meet them. You guys are good people that we've been talking about a lot today. A lot of the bigger channels, Grinds finds and all them as well. Noticing a slowdown. We've grown a lot by word of mouth. So if you have people you think would like what we do, please tell them. It's okay to love the people you don't know, right? That's kind of a tricky one. I don't know what I'm getting myself into on that one. It's okay to love the people you don't know, right? I'm going to say that with an optimistically cautious possible yes.
See, I have a different view on that. I think coming from Eastern Europe, I'm not used to all American love yous for everybody.
Yeah.
You only say I love you to somebody that you really, really, truly love, like your husband, your kids, your direct family. You don't throw loves to food, loves to people that you just met. I think, and it's just difference of a culture, but I think in North America it has lost the significance of it because it's been used towards everybody.
Like say you had a great Christmas meal, like for instance over there would be goose or duck instead of turkey. But you would sit back and you wouldn't say, oh my God, I loved that goose. You don't, even though it was a great moment, it was very good, you don't talk about it in that fashion. It's pretty much restricted for the most part to like your significant other, your children, very close family. And even then it's not like said like gratuitously, like it's...
I mean it is expressed, but it is just very, very, it is very important, very significant, and therefore you don't just say it to just every day.
That's why we say to a lot of children, a lot of love to you, like it's not I love you, it's more of an expression in that way, that kind of thing for that answer. I'm not knocking what you say, I'm sure it's a good man. I didn't quite know how to take it, and I'm sorry. We do appreciate the super chat, by the way, and I have known you well by now, so I don't mean to put you on the spotlight. I don't mean it
philosophical
that way.
question.
Yes, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with the differences. It's just for me, that's how I see it because I just come from a different culture,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about understanding. I know, and I've, like the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of, it might seem like, well, God, Pusa's been critical on some stuff. My message hasn't changed one iota since pretty much we've been on here, and I really care about YouTube. I do, and all those things and that. I do feel there's a lot of manipulation. I could go deep into it. I find a lot of the things that are very dear to people's hearts, I find get manipulated on YouTube. That's why I'm kind of cautious with the term. Not that you're using that way, but I find a lot are, and many more words besides that, and many more terms. I feel it's almost creating sometimes a dependency in a way that's using people in the end for money. Let's call it for what it is a lot of times, because everything in the world seems to go back to that. So I'm very cautious. Like Xenia and I have become quite recluse on YouTube, I think it's fair to say, for that exact reason. Not too much around we're not around as much as we used to be. I would say that's a fair assumption.
Definitely.
And that was part of it, we do a show. I worry about it when it gets tied in too much, and I see the love thing getting pushed too much. That sometimes is getting used. YouTube is becoming too much of what I really didn't like. Was always said was I didn't want it becoming a social media. It's not that you can't care about people, but I always we're all guilty of it. At some point in our life, we kind of veer off a little bit. I want to entertain to a mass. I don't want to not do a show because this one doesn't like what I do, or this one wants me to do it this way, or I got to stop this one because that one comes in. Then it becomes like there's too much of a bond, and you can't do a proper show that's supposed to be entertaining a bunch of people. And a bunch of people can be 10, it could be 1,000,000. But I think that's really important, that it doesn't become dictated by you see it all the time, like this live stream is on because they're mad at this one, so we don't want to talk to this one anymore, and this one said something to this one to hurt its feeling. And to me, that's what's putting live streams back in such a pit of fire again, because people are forgetting that they're supposed to be here doing a show and more on their individual feelings towards a person or that person or a little group of people, when you should do a show based on, this is my show, this is who I want, this is what I do. I hope people that want to watch what I do. What is love? It really is too dang simple.
You are super philosophical today.
I like that. It's good to have a philosophy into it. We like good discussions. That's one thing I really, really like, is when people get the ball rolling onto it. So not to downplay your love or anything like that. Just explaining why I'm a bit, anytime, and it's not just you, anybody was asking the same question, I'd be very apprehensive about it. I mean, I love my wife, I love my children, I love my parents, my immediate family. Even with Xenia, I would say that's a different love. I'm in love with Xenia. I love my kids, I love my family. And I have some friends that are dear to me. And, I have a YouTube community, I think, that I care about a lot. Maybe I don't always do them the justice that they need, but I do care about them. And I want them to have the hope that they'll hear my message for what it is. They might not always agree with it, but we have a certain set of values that we agree to be on here. And it's not been easy to stick to them all the time either. We're human as well. But, so yeah, and it's funny, even though growing up in Canada, I kind of side with Xenia a lot on that feeling as well about it. And I found once I was in Latvia, it was kind of a culture shock, and at the same time feeling, oh, they get it. Oh my God. Someone knows what they do with their channel. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, when we do reviews on here, we're the first people to say this is just our opinion, You don't have to listen to a word of it. You can listen to some of it. You can listen to all of it. It's at the end of the day, as long as you're good with you, that's what matters. That's the important thing, that you're good with what you're doing on here. And even if somebody is not doing what's supposed to be done on here against YouTube's gone, well, in the end, YouTube and them have to deal with it. I can say what I don't like as much as I like, and that's personal decision for us on here. But yeah, it's not going around telling a channel to change or not. If it's not working, you know what? We all have to make our own beds. Like anything else, we're just like another business, so. Shrek is love. Yes, exactly. Shrek is love.
I agree it shouldn't get personal. When you watch TV shows, and let's say a game show, okay, and if there are 3 contestants in a Wheel of Fortune and only one wins, well, are the other 2 butthurt that they didn't win?
They are, but it doesn't really matter the other one, because they're not supposed to be in the same... they're not supposed to have that kind of an emotional bond between everything.
No, well, they don't think it's personal because
no,
they
not
didn't
part,
won.
No.
You
No,
know?
exactly. It's not like they have a bond with them.
And now, not that we're comparing, games here always Wheel of Fortune, but just the whole understanding of the relationship between people, I think it just sometimes gets too close.
Yep.
To my liking. But maybe somebody else is looking for something else, but...
I just get nervous whenever I see YouTube going down the path of social media. I believe Facebook and all that does that quite well. I've never hid my feelings about it. It always made me really sad. I understand. Don't be afraid to love these days. I feel like we're getting subliminal messages. I think we're reading through it. Gotta run, guys. Hope Cindy feels better soon. Love you.
Thank you so much.
You take care of yourself way in the road. Be safe out there, okay? Be safe out there. I don't know what else to add to it. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. It would just be regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again.
Thanks so much for the super chats, by the way.
Thank you very much. We do appreciate
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Food Queen Mama. By the way, Food Queen Mama is the same channel that we were reviewing last time about food and baking. Remember, we suggested to change the channel name because we couldn't find her, and also, it was just too generic. So she changed it to Food Queen Mama, and is making the first video after 8 months of not putting up a video. So
that is very exciting.
Yes,
that is really exciting.
Can't wait. Let us know when that video is up there. I want to see that.
Most definitely.
Oh my God, ears.
Mr. Boom is in the house. There he is.
Are you gonna do it when I cover my ears?
Hey?
Are you gonna do it when I put my headphones on? I don't believe you.
Cheers, fellow Earthlings traveling on a giant rocket in space. Your space travel is tens of thousands of miles per hour on a blue marble called Earth. How are my fellow Earthlings feeling? Planetary. Oh my God. Food Forest, you're always so awesome. I love that. I love that. Boom! Farm All Fanatic is in the house and he's planting. He can help you plant. That's right. That's right.
See, I left them halfway off.
Boom! I'll catch you as well. I got to wait a month. I love you because you care. That's what we do. And like I say, I appreciate that, Premier Helen, and we care. It's not always going to be everybody's cup of tea how we care, but we care. And we do it our way. That's all I can say. We can do it our way. And everything we do on YouTube, folks, you got to realize that some's going to like it, some's not going to like it. You make your stand. You do what you got to do. There are only 37 people watching now. That's right, Phantom Plays. Well, there's 40. It goes up and down and around and around and all that stuff. No worries. YouTube is always going to be like that. Love is scary. I don't know. The subliminal messages are more scary than the love at this point. You're really running them through today. Oh my God almighty.
Premier Hell, how much sleep did you get tonight?
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to ask the same thing. Have you gone to bed yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh my God. Blind Neil is in the house. Blind Neil, I just met the other day, is a fellow Canadian as well from Elliott Lake, way up there. How are you doing, Blind Neil? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Andrew Sinatra. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Oh my God.
Masters and bass fishing.
Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Folks, another reminder, don't forget, we're going to be having our new version of Tech Talk Tuesday. It is for members. We made that choice. We announced it a couple of days ago. And that's going to be coming up. If you want to get in on it, plus all the other benefits of memberships, there's the link right there. Or you can just head on over and click the join button right there. And for the price of a super chat, you can get benefits that last the whole month long. That's right, the price of a super chat, not the price of a bus ticket to New Orleans. There you go. Check it out. I am flippy and floppy about playlists. I know if I visit a channel, I like to scroll through and see all their videos, not just a hidden playlist that I have. Exactly. A lot of people go see it and they move away. That's it helps so much by having a playlist on your homepage. It makes a world of difference. It really does. Also, the magical artist. How are you? Guess who joined the party?
I think Lisa was saying the other way around, but as you see, when you are creating your meta or descriptions for anything on your channel, is one part, yes, is for viewer, but the other part is for the algorithm, because you got to let them know what it is about. And playlists, when they do have descriptions, when you do have them on your homepage as well, they not only come again in the search for YouTube as a playlist when people are searching for certain terms, but also on Google.
Yep.
And people forget, that Google is a major traffic pusher as well to the videos, because they come up at the very top of the search when people are searching for stuff. So if you don't have these things in place, like HD thumbnail, playlist descriptions and so on, you're not gonna come up. Why to lose this chance of getting the views from different types of sources, right? A little bit here, a little bit there, and all together combined. Well, that's how you get your watch time. That's how you get new people into your channel.
Blind Neil says, in the winter it's cold, in the summer it's hot. No doubt, no doubt. We got Exploring Stranger Things UK. How are you? Great to see you. As well as Johnny Pockney, another one of our members in the house. How you doing? Great to see you. And Dominique Williams is in the house as well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And folks, as you can see with playlists here, we do different things on here. It's easier for people to see the exact things that we do without having to go into that video, which has, like, we haven't done interviews in a while. So if we relied only on the videos folder, they would never even know that we did interviews. Ian Matthews in the house. How are you, bud? Great to see you. Great to see you. And the Discovery, once again, and not just the playlist on your homepage. Every playlist should have good title, good descriptions, give them the same attention that you would to your videos. As Xenia was saying before, they help a ton with your discovery. So there's many benefits to it. I do call it the Swiss Army knife of YouTube hacks, because it does make the biggest. You can do more with these than anything else. And there's one thing I wish every channel would get from one coming here, is put playlists on your homepage alone. That makes a world of difference.
And there's what Andrew is right. Like, sometimes you can use your playlist on your homepage to drive the traffic to the videos that are maybe less getting less attention otherwise. Like, we always refer back to when we started live streaming. We used to have cinematic videos. If you go to our oldest videos, there's like 15 of them that are edited videos. When we started live streaming, nobody cared about those. Well, how do you keep the views on those videos? We did put a playlist on the homepage with those cinematic videos and rotated them around in that. So the first 4 or 5 are the ones that we want to get most attention to. And that's exactly what happened. The views came back, and YouTube started to push them more, so they didn't disappear altogether. And that's how you can manipulate, so to say, in a good way, how you get attention to certain things on your channel. So it's a great tool for that as well.
That's right, folks. Definitely, like I said, that's one thing I wish everybody would pick up on too, is them playlists on your homepage. It makes a world of difference, and every playlist have a good title and description, whether they're featured or not. It really does pay off in the end in droves. Lots of great folks in here. Elsa, the magical artist. How many years have it been? I think it's been about 6 months. I thought you were in here last month, actually.
I think you always were a mod.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Didn't add it now.
Wendell live in the house. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see another one of our members in the house. This guy is a musical. He is just amazing. I don't know what else to say. He's just such a fantastic entertainer. Great to see you. And Kat, I feel old. LOL. I just turned 18 on Monday.
I'm sorry.
If you feel old, I feel ancient. God, you're 18. Enjoy. Run with it. Best years of your life. Split screen gaming league. How are you, Gracie? Why did YouTube remove the ability to view and visit people's channel? We're getting that so much, that question. And YouTube wants to curb sub for sub. It's you got to realize something. A lot of channels, they can call whatever they want, but they're getting rid of it because they have 2 choices now. Either they stop doing it, or they start running a bunch of links on their chat, and that makes it that much easier to get hit with a community strike or taken down, which was harder to catch them when they're going through the external side. So it's a great way for them to clean up a bunch of problems that's been happening. Master Arts, welcome back. And Wendell Lies says, thanks for serious. I'm having fun with it, and that's why it's so good, my friend. But a lot of people say, oh, I'm just on here to have fun. I don't care. Wendell Live is a great example of somebody that's on here having fun, but also cares about his channel. And that's a great mix. You can be on here to have fun and still enjoy the process of making your channel something amazing. And he's a shining example of that. Cat, that is so sad. As I poke into my 6th decade, you know, nothing.
Like I said to Kat in the chat, you know, as you grow older, I don't think you get any smarter about life. You think that, oh, I will know more. No.
Mana FPV. Hey, buddy. Came to say hi and smash the smasher. I gotta get to work again. Ripping Abe.
I find whenever I make a short playlist, I get views, like I put a video but into the playlist. No playlist has taken off yet, but it's easier than making another video. Well, yes, of course, because it comes up in a search differently. It comes up in a bunch. Also, people might be looking one video and then the other one is automatically playing or coming next instead of the suggested video that might not be yours. So it's definitely a good practice, and even better practice is to share your videos from the playlist and not from the video itself, because then the next coming up video is going to be yours and not from somebody else. We should do that more ourselves.
It sucks split screen, but unfortunately that's the answers given with it. And like we were saying a while ago, you know, all laws suck, but it's usually some idiots that ruined it for everybody. A minority of them, but they made it for us all. It sucks too. I get the concept. I'm glad they're finally dealing with some of the stuff, but it sucks. Like when you're hosting a show, you'd like to be able to double check people, especially bring up smaller channels, find them. It doesn't make our job any easier, especially on like the Pusa push. It's made it 10 times harder, but we get where it comes from. You don't get smarter, you care less.
Exactly. Yes, definitely.
Oh my God, you guys are too amazing. But folks, we do have to head out. But it was great hanging out with you all.
Such a great time.
Yep.
I really enjoyed our time together today. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh, Elsa, that's great. But we do still, as always, we don't allow numbers in the chat. Did Nicholas, Auntie Nicholas, yes, working on playlist suggestions at the end of my videos. When the said I was worried.
Yeah, exactly. Smart.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Keep it up. Keep it up. Love it. Love it. Love it. Stay awesome, everybody. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. It really does help us out a lot. And if you got some friends you think would like the way we do things, this kind of show for them, please let them know. And tell them to make sure to say that you sent them, so we give you a big shout out as well. Farm all. There you go. You take care of yourself. Be well, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Be good to each other, folks, and take care for now.